Times have been tough, no doubt about it. Tough on all of us. But you know what? So be it. The Workers Club. I love the name.
It's Workers Club 50. Everyone is feeling so good. They're at the top of their game. They're absolutely riding high. Larry, me, Wilson, Gus.
Yep.
Now, Larry's sending me a note.
No.
Wait, I heard it. The keys said, "Shut the fuck up." Now, do we have any emails?
Oh, no.
No. Okay. And
But
now,
you can go to theworkersclub.org
yes,
and get back episodes.
there you go.
Email right from there.
And now, also the people that I swear, multiple people told me I did review your show 5-star. Where are they? I'm beginning to think they're liars. Frank, Casey, can't remember anybody else. So maybe not a lot of people. Maybe just 2. But
We've got an email from Hans Peterson.
is this the guy that's listening to Dear Tony from Berlin all the time? I've been desperately trying to get a hold of this guy.
Attention. Hope you are doing fine. Question mark.
Oh.
Previously, an email was sent to you regarding a business transaction, but you failed to reply. Remain blessed.
Are we in trouble?
Mr. Hans Peterson.
Oh no, are we in trouble? Did we miss
we
out on a
failed to
business
reply.
opportunity?
We did miss out on a business opportunity.
Fucking hell. Give me your credit card information. Get back on this.
I searched those out to partake in them.
Oh, you want to go back and forth with the scam guy?
I'm not trying to be clever about it. I just something to do during work, I guess, right?
I do it with the text if I get a text scam thing. I'll go
I've
back
had
and
phone
forth.
sex with cold calls before.
Wow.
I mean, not on their end, but on my end.
So that's not phone sex. That's phone sexually assaulting.
Sure. I have no problem sexually assaulting telemarketers.
So they call you, and then you
Or
go,
I'll
my pants
reenact-
are off right now.
I will reenact a horrible, like I'll start screaming and make smacking noises like I'm hitting my wife. Anything I can do just to amuse myself.
Is it bad that all it takes to amuse myself is to go, what? Huh?
I kind of enjoy doing it for the people. We live on a corner house, and
Yeah.
I like. It's in my
Fancy.
nature. I want to do it so that the people walking by can hear us, but I get deterred from doing that because it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, you'll get like the SWAT team one day.
Man alive. No, can I? I don't have any of this planned.
Okay.
Also, I haven't written on the Steve stuff. I've never written like here's a Larry thing for this is the Workers Club, because Steve there's nothing there. There's nothing. Steve is
I don't know what
so
you're talking
far
about.
very. I was just saying, like, I don't have any like bits
Oh, okay.
because Steve. When I'm reading Steve here, no bits come to mind. He's just a guy.
What are you talking about? Reading? Steve Keirn. God, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
No. Yeah. We know it's Steve, and that's what.
Man, that's so bad. Steve
that's-
We're talking
Keirn's
about
so-
Steve.
No, but
Yes.
you're right. This guy's so milquetoast.
Yeah,
He's so
just a guy.
non-consequential. Like, who is Steve? Who is Steve?
Well, that too. When we're talking about it, sometimes I'm like, "Are they sure I'm talking about this Steve, not the other Steve?" Which I am messaging the other Steve, and
Oh, see, that makes more sense. See, even in the fucking group text, I'm like, Steve who turning down a homosexual advance? I didn't read that far in the book.
Yeah.
we'll get to it if we get.
I
to
thought
it,
you
we
were
get
referring
to
to
it.
other Steve, and again, I was
No.
confused. I'm like, what's going on?
Can I just say about Steve? And
I
this
always
is
thought he
just
was gay.
this is just amongst friends about Steve. And Steve's on the outs right now. But and then we're talking about the other Steve, not Steve book Steve. Steve is totally normal, of course, always in the messages with me. And then in the Discord, he's always a fucking animal that needs to be put down. And so, of course, you know, in the private messages, he's like, I don't know what people are talking about. That Raw match wasn't that great. And, you know, but if he was in the Discord, he'd be like, I'm coming right now from this Ricochet match. It's happening. And I was just like, knock it off. Just knock it off. And he's like, no, what are you talking about? But then with me privately, he's like, yeah, I don't know why people are fucking up in arms about that match. I mean, there's been other things. He's just like totally normal. He still has like weird opinions where he'll be like, yeah, Kenny Omega's best run. And it's like some weird little run Kenny Omega had and it's like, what are you talking about, Steve? Shut the fuck up. He has
Those are the two Steves you get though in life too, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Because we've gotten both of them. I have. We talked about it.
Weird Steves and normal Steves?
No, there's two of them, yeah, for sure.
The two. Yes, because at a wrestling show, I've had both where he's like very calm and kind of like I kept elbowing him, and being like, "Let's arrest Meltzer."
Right, and at that one, it was just like, yeah, that was an okay show. They got to work on some stuff. And then SummerSlam was over the top, where he's doing the LA Night to everybody in line, high fiving dudes.
And that there's one where what was he doing? Where God damn it. Oh, yeah, we were gambling. We're at a casino, and we're gambling. And he's just kind of giggling and stuff like that. By the way, this guy loves the tea. I'll say this about Steve. He loves the tea. He loves to check in on everybody. What do you think about this person? What do you think about this person? Steve, look, he will be and now I know it because he doesn't listen to this, so I know that he's fine to say this. He will be unbanned after 69 days. That'll be July 5th. And every day I'm sending him a YouTube link to a match. I'm trying to re-educate this young man, and I will break this man, and he will be brought back, and he will behave himself. That's my Wilson promise.
Okay.
Anything? Okay. Anyway, okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna be sincere because it's Workers Club 50, and I didn't write anything out, but I had thought about it a couple weeks ago. Then I was like, hey, you know, I'll just do it now because it's 50. I'll try to be. This is Wilson being sincere. People say a lot of times when I'm being sincere, you're not being sincere. You're an asshole.
You sound like such. Yeah, this is.
I sound like a dickhead. I sound like a dickhead all the time when I'm telling something. I'll be like, "Hey, I love you, man." They'll be like, "Shut the fuck up. Stop fucking with me." I'm being sincere. I look forward to this every week. I enjoy both of your company. Wait, somebody's coming in, and this is going to ruin the moment.
Oh no.
But no, she can hear.
Wilson's being sincere.
I'm being sincere right now. Carrie, I'm doxing her. Shit. Oh shit! You're getting fucking food delivered to you. Goddamn, boy.
Nuggies.
Chicken nugget. What kind of dipping sauce you got? Chicken.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll explain later. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
He's just being sincere. That's all. And you walked in at a very sincere moment.
No, you're fine.
You're not in danger.
You're in danger, girl.
He says you are in danger.
You're in danger, girl. Oh, she ran away. What kind of dipping sauce?
I'm sorry. I ruined the moment.
No, you're fine.
I
enjoyed that. Just barbecue.
Yeah, I'm not much of a dipping sauce guy.
No ranch, no honey mustard. Come on, Carrie.
Nope, neither.
Oh, Larry's my. I feel like I just want to eat everywhere with Larry because we're kind of the same person.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you guys can eat the bread, and I can sit there, and you guys can describe what it tastes like. Bread. You gonna put the mask on? Now I have somebody coming in. My daughter putting the mask on. It's backwards. Oh, your mom's calling you. Are you gonna go in with the mask? Here you go. Go look at her with the mask. Hello. By the way, when I came out with that mask on, my daughter said, "Who are you?" She was laughing, but then she said, "Who are you? Let me see who you are." So that to her, that was just a stranger in our living room. She just accepted, and then she was just laughing.
Have aphasia?
No, she just saw a man in a mask and thought it was funny, and it was like, "Well, lift it up. Let's see who this is." I was like, "I'm your dad." What? Oh, she wants to be seen.
wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool.
My name is.
They acknowledge that, and they like that. Okay, your mom's saying come on, so that means you gotta go. So, God, just getting interrupted left and right. And now, are you eating chicken nuggets with a fork?
Mac and cheese.
Oh, mac and cheese. Okay.
Oh man, you got a spread going there.
Damn.
Not bad.
You Charlie Brown walked home to your wife and said, I need chicken nuggies and mac and cheese.
And a 0 sugar, 0 caffeine Coke.
A Coke Zero. I've never had one. Don't know what it tastes like.
They're good.
Is this-
And I'm a guy, I hate diet shit, but Coke Zero's not bad.
See? Gus, we just had this conversation when I was working at the movie theater, yeah.
Yeah, but
Where-
then you get a real Coke and you're like, fuck, yeah, that's what it's supposed to taste like.
I see. What was I saying?
Yes.
That I enjoy both of you. I won't say love. Love's a pretty strong fucking word. But I look forward to these records and the whole 10 people that listen to them, Colin being the one every time.
It's like 40 people.
40 people?
Yeah.
And we're
Okay,
down
well,
right
well.
now.
Should have
Oh,
been.
We
Right.
peaked out at like 95 for Foley's book because I just think it's more popular to search for.
Who's searching for... I don't want to shame these people, but who's searching for Foley stuff? I mean,
I've searched for like albums on a podcast app to see if anyone's done a podcast about a certain album I'm into.
interesting.
So I'd
This is
imagine
music
people might do
stuff.
the
We
same
hit
thing.
pretty good timing with the Foley comeback stuff too, I feel like.
You know, boy, that's not going to happen with this one, Steve. There's nothing happening there. Nobody's.
What's the search volume on Steve Keirn?
Yeah, we got to be.
Well, hey, him having a second book out,
That's
not
true.
the worst thing.
That
And Punk's
is-
reading it. Yeah.
Yeah.
People are like me pausing and going, on to volume 2, are you? Other than that, I mean, I was going to say something. The thing that I was thinking about a couple weeks ago was just that, I'm always like waxing about, who's listening to this? I don't really care about who's listening to this. I just enjoy shooting the shit and going through these books, even though, these books are sometimes terrible, but often terrible. And I think I was like, I would listen to this, just three amigos, 3 guys just chopping it up about books. One guy's got a full mouth of chicken nuggets and mac, so I can housing that food. And Gus looking all cozy and cute.
This is probably gross. I'm sorry.
No, it's great. I
No,
like
no,
it.
this is America.
I'm fucking half hard right now.
Steve Keirn does not show up on Google Trends, so something to keep a lookout for.
There's the tech on it.
Will Ospreay or Steve Keirn? You got to do the trend thing. That's the latest thing on Twitter.
What does that mean?
Like putting Jey Uso next to Will Ospreay and seeing who,
Oh,
trends are.
Oh,
I've seen it with like 4 or 5 different guys now in the great promotional wars in 2024.
that is.
And they were
I'm
great.
annoyed with that.
I dare say I think they're better than the old wars. Because you can't do this with the old wars. Put Yeet and then put WWE's Harvey Weinstein next to each other. Yeet and Harvey Weinstein WWE. I mean, imagine back in the day, Eric Bischoff's like, Vince is Harvey Weinstein, which he didn't exist, but you know what I mean.
Well, who would have been the Harvey Weinstein of
Yeah.
1997? I'm trying to think.
I guess he would have said maybe Bill Clinton. Maybe.
But Vince
Yeah.
would have. Yeah.
But it's not rapey enough. And Bill raped a lot of people, let's be clear.
We don't know that.
Allegedly.
By the
Bill, hey, Bill, don't sue me.
Just for, I don't know. I'm not to get political, but this is a fun factoid that I learned the other day. Bill Clinton is younger than both of the presidential nominees.
It's a fun factoid. It's fun.
Why
So you're
don't
saying
we,
you want him to be president because he's young?
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
I would
I'd have
sign
voted him
it.
in forever.
Yeah, me too. He played the saxophone,
The
man.
90s were booming, brother.
I don't want to get political either. I don't want to get ideological. That's always
I
going to
don't care
forever live
about
in my
the,
head forever and
the
ever.
Violent Crimes Act that he passed. I don't care. I don't care about the mortgage.
We're losing people right now, Larry. I said I don't want to get ideological.
You know, they really blew it at Waco.
That guy had some good ideas.
David Koresh.
All right. We left Steve in Guatemala. Was I sincere enough? Did I sound sincere?
We're getting into this, huh? I don't think you ever actually even finished the thought, but
Yeah, you just
it's
kind of
appreciated. It's probably better you didn't.
Yeah.
We're with you.
I love you guys.
Right,
You guys are good guys. Oh,
I'm thinking about quitting the other one.
What
I
other
just got
one?
no motivation to do the other cast.
Oh, the movie.
That puts you in some high precedence. That's all I'm trying to say.
Ooh. Well, I won't speak ill of other people. You know me. Far be for me to.
It was my
burn or
week to pick
insult
the
other
movie,
people.
and I just know they're not going to get the movie, and I'm going to leave disappointed again.
What movie are you picking?
The Fisher King.
That's a good one. I like it.
We'll see.
Jeff Bridges, Robin Williams, no Yonkers. I don't think.
Tom Waits.
So.
Tom Waits is in it.
What does he play? Like a homeless guy? I can't
Yep.
remember. Oh, okay. He played like homeless. What's he play? Like the radio executive who comes in, slick back hair. The ratings are down in quarter 4. We just lost all the Tom Waits fans. Okay. Where are we? Chapter 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Larry and I did not make it far. Gus,
Man,
calls.
I'm still recovering from last week. Ugh.
I've found at least one video to watch.
About?
It's fun stuff.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. Regarding.
Just if we need some material is all I'm saying.
Okay.
All right.
You said watch Cops, and
Oh, okay.
Oh.
so
we
not
could
that
do
we have to watch Cops, but it gave me the idea.
Yeah, we'll get. Yeah, we've
Why
got it
can't
in our
I
pocket.
find? I cannot. This is one of those. I cannot find chapter 3 to save my life.
44.
Thank you.
We can at least get through 3 because
Oh yeah. No,
I don't know about this.
We're getting through the whole goddamn book. Okay, here we go. I literally just had the word Guatemala underlined.
Yeah.
He's gonna get $350 a week. By the way, okay, so out of the blue, Eddie Graham comes up to him and goes,
So how long has he been in the business at this point?
Like a year, maybe?
Really? Is it that long? It seems like it was super brief.
I don't know. Does he say?
No, you really don't know what the time period is. So
He does put a year here every now and then, so maybe we can do the math. I mean, I can't do the math, but he does put a year in every now and then. He acts like it's real. Yeah, he acts like it's pretty early in. And again, all he's doing is wrestling guys at the bottom of the card, older guys, and just kind of doing. He's just kind of trying to learn, as he would put it.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to pay him $350 a week in Guatemala. The promoter is Jose Azari. And Eddie Graham says, also, don't sell any of that acrobatic shit they do down there, and don't try any of it either. You're too big to be flying around like that. Take them down, ground them, and wrestle. So he goes to Guatemala City. That's what it says. My plane landed in Guatemala City.
I did look up Eddie Graham to see if he had an accent. And no, he is old-timey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amateur.
No, that's why I was laughing. It's a really good Eddie Graham.
Mhm.
That's why
Yeah.
I was like dying. Like, it's spot on.
I'm a master impressionist. I mean,
Yeah,
Gus,
no,
did you
it's
listen
good.
back? Did you hear my Jack Briscoe?
No.
Well, if it pops up, you're gonna be you're strapped in. It's pretty good.
okay.
Sounds like
okay.
it sounds exactly like Gerald.
I'm excited.
My Spanish vocabulary consisted of. Okay, by the way, you're getting sent to Guatemala. He's like, I learned one word leading up to it. Luchador. It's like not even like car or food or anything. Just what? Hey, what do they call wrestlers down there? Luchador. Got it. So he's literally wandering around, pointing to himself and going, Luchador, Luchador. And he's just hanging out in the airport day and night. Day and night. No one is helping him. He's just sitting in the airport, just waiting for a car that's never coming.
Luchador.
So now...
Can I just say something off topic?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
This type of noodle...
Yeah.
Very annoying because it's too small to stab, but they fall right off your goddamn fork.
Use your
like
hands.
Yeah.
Use your hands, you animal. Or try to get them on the chicken
I'm
nugget.
a gentleman, I don't do that.
I like those thick noodles with the macaroni and cheese.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like a thick.
I'm just sitting here
like
struggling to get nutrition in me, and
I would if you would have
fucking
picked
noodles could just be bigger. It's all pasta anyways. Just give it to me in a block form, and I'll eat it.
just one big tube noodle.
Yeah.
You just
That'd be awesome.
slicing off. I like that. Just pick the bowl up and start licking it like a weirdo. Just start licking the bowl. I can't believe
Steve Keirn waited this airport for 2 days. Right?
does. Yep. So finally, 7 o'clock. It's been 2 days. He's in full panic mode. And he just screams out into the ether, "Does anybody speak English?" He says, I yelled at the top of my lungs. Which, by the way, why are you doing that to yourself? Walk up to some asshole a day prior and be like, "Hi, do you speak English?" Just calmly. Why are you waiting till the absolute mental breaking point? Why? I'm alone.
I would be confident in my ability to find an information desk literally anywhere.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be working here. What's up? Where do I gotta go? Why is he sleeping in the airport? Well, nobody picked me up.
I would love an hour-by-hour detailed description of his thoughts.
Just staring. It's not like he has a phone. He's just staring at people. Oh?
He's not getting
Studying.
anything out of the airport bookstore.
So,
Didn't go there was a
I
Hudson.
can't read it. He's looking at it. He's like, I don't see the word luchador anywhere. Oh, no.
Oh, that's true.
So he gets a hold. The guy finally, somebody's like, yeah, I speak it. He gets a hold of the promoter, and the promoter says, or the guy goes, hey, the promoter says, Jose says you're not supposed to be here until tomorrow. Which, by the way, Eddie Graham sent. Look, he did not set any of this up. So either the guy, I think we find out later, is kind of a rib. I think that, or Jose just fucking forgot and is like, just tell him tomorrow. I'll come get him. Whoopsie.
I bet Eddie Graham booked him on an earlier flight to save money and pocketed the difference.
And just like, he'll figure it out, right? He's not an idiot who will just sit there.
Help!
So then he's like,
I was just trying to think of the longest time I've ever waited for something in a bored state like that. And I think like 3 hours was my breaking point.
I don't even know if I could crack 3 hours.
Like my phone was dead and I was just waiting on somebody's porch for 3 hours.
Mm.
And then I gave up. So Steve Keirn's a better man than I am.
Yeah, he definitely. I was reading and going, what are you doing right now? This isn't like, it's in older times, past times.
When the sun went down, I would have bought a ticket back.
Or at least go, you know what? What's around here? I would have gone like, look, I'll figure it out. They can find me somewhere. I know the guy's name. I know that much.
Look, I would have written down the contact information for like
That too. And Eddie says, I'm going to send you to Guatemala. You might go, okay, so how do I get a hold of this guy?
Right. Yeah.
He just got on a plane, I guess. Just, okay, I guess I'm going here now. So when he's in the car with Jose, they don't say a word because... Now this I had a problem with because he goes, Jose didn't speak English and I didn't know Spanish, so we just didn't talk. But then he's like, they were getting reports on me back at HQ was getting reports on me. From who? Jose, the promoter? He doesn't speak. Who? What? Is Eddie Graham like, hola, amateur? Yes, see, he 2 days. So they tell him he's going to work under a mask. I don't have anything. My driver told me everyone wears a mask in Guatemala. And you're going to be El Angel
Did the driver tell
Negro.
him that in perfect English?
Yes. I'm not going to do an accent. I feel like I'm even getting close to one, and I don't like
what
it.
are the odds that the driver speaks English and like apparently no one else in the country does?
That's true. So Steve's crying out. He's like, why were you at the airport? Perfect English.
Could have
right here.
used you, buddy.
Well, he could be the guy that picks up all the American talent.
Or,
like the
Like,
Masa guy.
Yeah, right.
or he is trying to speak as the best English he can, and Steve's not putting in the times he was like, what? Say that again? Mask? Are you saying mask?
Me luchador. Like that's what I'm
He's
picturing.
just going, yeah. Luchador. And he's like, yeah, yes, mask. He'll be El Angel Negro. You are the Black Angel. I like this. Okay, whatever. So yeah, that's how Steve rolls. This is how he operates. Okay.
I mean, who
So
gives a
he-
shit, Steve? You're in Guatemala. It's never going to reach America.
That's what I think he kind of is like. I don't know. I mean, he's told that you need to go out there and crush the guy. So he's like, okay. He sees people are he sees things being thrown. He thinks they're bats. They're throwing fruit at him. They don't like the Caucasians down in Guatemala. At one point, he has security, 4 little guys, and they're saying, protection, protection! And they're like trying to like rush him to the ring.
Man, I would love to just be in a crowd at a like show like that, though. Like just being in the audience at the Guatemala show, just throwing fruit and like really believing.
Or the Jack Veneno Flair title switch in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
That would be
You guys-
cool.
it was a freed for my life.
Oh Lord! Do we want to talk about Flair at the bar?
It
My
was
only
nice.
problem. My
Look,
only
Rick
problem.
is Rick.
My only problem was when he said, I want to tip you $1,000 so you can tell this guy to fuck off, kiss my ass." And I'm like, that guy
That's
thinks
not even
$1,000
compliment.
is going to that she can be like, I'm rich now. 1,000. He has like a no concept of money anymore. And then he also said he must have had a heart attack when he was passing out all those times in his last match. That's fun. We all watched that. That was cool, right? When he was laying prone on the mat.
Oh, when he was having a heart attack? Yeah.
When he was dying. When people were like, oh, I bet he dies in this match. And he was. He was actively trying to die in that match.
But then he faked the heart attack with Jay Lethal and then the thumb to the eye.
But in that same article, he's like, I was in the best shape I've been in since I was 20. And I'm like, what are we talking about?
Yeah. And I've done the test that he does where they put the dye in your heart. And he was like, it's like 3 hours. I'm like, it's not 3 hours. It's not
Oh,
that
you had that
involved.
test done already?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, in there.
Just making sure everything's okay, man. Just I want to be a top tier machine.
Like literally every male on my family, like
Got a history.
on my mom's side, like heart attack before 40. Dad's side, like
that's different.
50, 55.
Well,
But no, I have the best heart out of everybody. We
No.
are great.
When
So the trade-off is cancer.
I know, right? When they said to me, what I didn't like is that they're like, your heart is normal. I wanted to hear your heart is great. But they were just like normal for your age. And I was like,
it's huge.
Come on. Normal for my age? What does that mean? Bad? That's how my mind works.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
It's a good line.
What?
That should be one of those things.
To pay you $1,000?
No. What did I just say? It was like absolving myself of responsibility.
I didn't need the sadness?
Fuck.
You just said
Yeah.
it.
I didn't. Yeah.
You didn't want to watch the whole video of Ric Flair because
Correct.
you didn't need the sadness.
Correct. But I don't need the sadness, but I recognize the problem. And I think that's just my new dismissive quote for most of life. I don't need the sadness, but I recognize the problem.
It didn't seem to be that big of a argument, but the question is, what happened in the bathroom?
That's what I was just asking.
Yeah.
What was going on in the bathroom? I was confused on what the altercation was. Somebody was taking too long. Somebody was accusing somebody of maybe doing drugs in there or something. I don't know. All I know is that Ric Flair is really cool, and you just...
People who type in all caps are like mentally deranged.
The thing with the
Every
first
word.
letter,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Who's doing that?
Weird.
If it's not him doing it.
Well, why is he doing it too?
Right.
Or can you set your phone to do that? Can you set your phone, or all of his words auto-corrected to do that now? Or did he give his phone to somebody and say, I need all the letters to be, the first one needs to be capitalized?
That's like an old-timey way of writing.
I don't even
How
get it.
So if you guys saw Rick in a bar, though, would you not be like, just come on, like egg him on to give you like a knife edge? Like, come on, give it to me, champ. Like,
Oh, man, I don't know anymore.
Honestly, this would be what I would want to do.
Like, up until like
turn them off.
2008, I'd probably be with you. But once he started like the divorces and the whatever problems, the son dying and him just being a mess, I don't get the rush.
Is this bad that I would look at my wife and go, I'm going to drink Ric Flair under the table because he's old and all that shit? I'm going to be egging him on and being like, going drink for drink with him. And he'll be like, I'm going drink, but he's not. He's like real sloppy about it. And then I don't want to like kill him or anything. But I would always be attached to him technically. If that were to happen, they were like, he was drinking with this guy.
he's the man who drank Ric Flair under the table.
You make me so wistful for when I had an enormous tolerance.
Yeah. And I would be doing the thing that happens to Steve, where I'd be like, and make this one for me, water. And, so he's going every 3 for my 2, and I'm going, yeah. And then, I could look, I'll be a little perv with him. I don't care. I won't ask him wrestling stories. I'll just talk about boners or whatever the fuck he wants to talk about. Sexual assault. I'll be like, sure, yeah. Why wouldn't she have liked that? Just to keep him going.
Did you see
love letter?
Conrad?
What?
I'm sorry. What?
No, go ahead.
Oh,
Which one?
Conrad
Somebody go.
arguing with Jim Valley.
Yeah, he's under the impression that Jim Valley and Dave are like simpatico.
Yeah, it's just such a long back and forth. It was so sad.
Well, Conrad.
Because, Conrad's like getting Republican. He's like, we got to hold the wrestling media accountable.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what does that mean?
And
You are the wrestling media.
Well, he's acting like it's like I defend Dave Meltzer, and it's like,
Right.
that's that winky shit where it's like, and then you let the guy that you're interviewing, Pritchard or Bischoff or whatever, go off for 20 minutes about what a fucking idiot that Dave Meltzer is, and I was in the room and this and that, and then you move on. And then for him to be like Jim Valley, who the last time I listened to Jim Valley, where he was like,
wasn't he the guy?
I'm not going to watch.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch WWE anymore because they're a bunch of rapists. And then Dave had to go on his show and be like, I mean, I wouldn't go that far when I'm not watching. I mean, it's not everybody that's there. It's like Dave trying to I texted him. I was like, do you really want to go this hard? And, I don't know.
I mean, it's literally the company that's under.
Yes, exactly. And that was Jim's point. It was, but to say to Jim, like, you and Dave are this and that. Come on. Fumi, maybe. Dave's out there quoting Fumi, being like, Fumi says Rossi's fine. So I don't know what the all these other wrestlers are like, guy's a perv, but Fumi said he's fine. I don't know.
That's what's probably weird about like Mexico or Japan, especially back in the days. Dave was probably getting his narrative from one or two guys.
Yeah.
So if we were in Japan and in tune, like if we were hardcores there like we are here, probably be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about half the time?
I love.
God, see, that's to me, that's like the 40 season HBO miniseries is all the politics of
Dave
Meltzer being used as
man.
a pawn.
A montage where he's answering the phone from all across the globe.
Yes.
We can overlay the globe and connecting to Fresno or San Jose.
I think we've talked about this before. You could definitely do an independent movie about Dave Meltzer, or like a guy that's like Dave Meltzer.
Well,
we've talked about this already, where he's riding his bike, and that's the opening thing. He's riding his bike. We've talked about this. This can happen.
No, but see, if you just told Dave it's going to be a documentary about you, he would love it, and he'd be in on it, and he would never know that it's goofing on him.
Wait. So we're doing...
no, we just presented it as the truth. We're not...
What's that Steve Martin? But we're both fingering him. We're making a movie about him that's going to be like a movie with an arc. We're telling him it's a documentary. We're filming him. Have you seen Bowfinger? Where they get and they're like, we're going to film this. The whole plus, Steve Martin is this Z-list producer, and he's going to make a movie with the biggest star in the world, Eddie Murphy. But he's going to just make people act around him and film it. Like, he doesn't know he's in the movie. And then he gets his twin brother, that's special, to be like his close-ups, basically. And then that's Eddie Murphy with like braces on, and he's acting like a goofball. Bowfinger is good, by the way. Watch Bowfinger.
That's the Warren Beatty one, right?
No, that's Bulworth.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm so many in right now, and I'm like, I've got it on the. Everything's at my mind right now. Yes, this is flipped right now.
Is being discussed. Man, the 90s were fun.
With Halle Berry, that's where he's a politician. I don't want to talk about Bulworth right now.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, so we're filming Dave. We're telling him it's a documentary, but it's really a movie that he's acting in.
Man, I got all the shots in my mind.
I know, right?
It's a perfect profile when he's at the computer, so that you can see
and you
his
just
posture.
Leave that. Yes, you just
45 seconds,
dude. Yes, a lingering shot of him
coughing,
clacking
a lot
away.
of coughing.
I feel like there's got to be a smoke alarm chirp.
The dog wanders in. Yes, wanders out. He's just there, and but then what you do too. You could do this where you do the tweets and the thing, boop, boop, of what he's doing. He's thing.
Okay.
It's like that clip where I showed out where Alvarez was like, I was like, dude, where are you? We're supposed to be recording. Dude, where are you? He was tweeting, as Alvarez says. He can't break away from the computer. He has to be like, ball 69 420. You are wrong. Diesel did not draw that much. I have the numbers. What does he always say? What's the guy from WCW?
Zane Bresloff.
Zane Bresloff told me the real numbers for that.
it. Hang on. Get out of here.
No. Wait, is this what he's doing? Wait, is he doing the telemarketer thing to us? He's doing fake
Yeah, is he
domestic
doing
noises?
the?
Oh,
Oh shit!
that was his wife.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh. He's look, domestic is not. That's not funny. Were you just doing the telemarketer thing to us?
My youngest son got into the closet where he's not supposed to be.
You know where to go. The litter
So
box.
Larry, I'm quoting, has a problem with his youngest son in the closet.
I know, right?
It's a
You
great look.
stay in there, man. This Workers Club 50 should just be us plotting out our Dave movie scene by scene.
Yeah, we could do that.
Is he falling out
Lots
of
of
love
phone
with wrestling?
time. And what kind of phone do you think it is? Is he still using the landline to make his calls?
No, he's got a cell phone, but it's like outdated.
Okay.
It's always plugged into the charger.
And he's got a waist. He carries it on his waist. He's got that thing. Clip? Yeah, he's got the clip.
You could do. Remember that Moneyball scene where Brad Pitt's talking to different people and they're all calling him to make deals? Mm-hmm. You know, we could do that, but he's like trying to chase down the exact.
He's got Punk on one line and Jericho on the other.
Yeah, you're right. Right. He's just trying to find facts about is Damian Priest released or not. You know.
Meanwhile, his son's like knocking at the door.
Dad, the wedding's happening. He's been in a tux this entire time. It's his son's wedding.
Hats in the cradle.
And he can tell the Cody story. We need to get that on camera.
You know, son, you're not named after Cody.
Just him talking to an interviewer. Because I see him being interviewed. He's got to be talking to the camera.
So it's kind of like, I was going to say My Left Foot, but he's not talking to an interviewer in that. I'm trying to think of a movie where there's kind of like doing, you ever see, I don't think
you do it like My Dinner with Andres style.
No, George Clooney did.
He could still be in his natural. He could still be in his natural element. Like it doesn't have to be a blue screen interview.
Okay, yeah.
You could hear the cameraman kind of ask off camera that style of documentary, and then Dave tells it.
Think about this. So in Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, George Clooney has like the real Chuck Barris talking, and other people that knew Chuck Barris talking. But then, of course, Sam Rockwell is playing Chuck Barris. So we have an actor playing Dave Meltzer. But then you have Dave himself, who thinks he's in the documentary, talking about his life. And then you cut to our version of his life. So Dave's just like talking about what he loves about. Well, Dave's talking about how much he loves Twitter, right? He's talking about how he loves Twitter and wrestling and all that. And then you cut to him like just in a room being like, just silently tweeting with like, and you see the despair of it all.
He's laughing out loud.
Yes. You see, he's like, I just think it's so. He says to our camera, "Oh, it's so funny. Oh, I'm always laughing. Me and my family are all laughing." And then you cut to that shot of the actor playing Dave Meltzer being like, alone in a room, very quiet, dog coming in and out, no laughter.
We also need interviews from the people in his just regular life that interact with him, like post office, counter person, corner store, grocery store. Like, so what do you think about Dave?
He has to talk to like a bicycle guy, right? So he likes to ride his bike, so he has to talk to somebody like that will like fix his chain. Is he like a really into it guy where he's carrying those parts with him? If you're really into it, you have those spare parts when you go on long rides,
We got to interview Brad Muster. That's the guy Dave sat with at Chi-Town Rumble. He's a football player.
I mean, if you saw your friend take out a notebook.
I think Missy Hyatt is Dave stories.
You think?
Yes. I think it's been alluded to.
I think if we made this documentary about Dave, even if it's just a documentary where we're chasing down people and getting all these weird
I apologize
stories
if that was at all litigious if it's wrong. but I'm pretty sure she does. I think.
You're just speculating.
Yeah,
you just said
or she was on Observer and they kind of laughed about the old days of going out, or it was something like that. But it was implied that Dave socialized.
I think if we, this is nice.
Because I remember also Zink was like, when Tom Zink was on, those great appearances. And he's like, Dave, you've been at the bar and seen Ric Flair doing his thing? And Dave's like, yep. So.
And eventually the documentary becomes about the making of...
Dave's turning the camera on us. Why are you guys so interested in me? What's wrong with you? We're broken, Dave. I think if you made any kind of thing about Dave, and he would demur, but he'd be into it, I think, deep down inside. I mean...
He would be dunking on people on Twitter saying, yeah, there's a documentary crew following me around right now. That's how bad of a journalist I am.
Would it be unethical for us to egg that behavior on, though?
Okay, hold on. What's it? A24. I'm going to contact A24 right now and go, I just want to do a documentary on Dave Meltzer. Give me money.
Can we find a clip of Frank DeFord talking about Dave?
How can I contact A24?
I don't know.
I just want to shoot an email to just whatever they're deep. I want to make a documentary about Dave Meltzer. Give me a budget. I'll do it. Okay.
Just write the screenplay. Just do it. Write it.
Write the screenplay on Dave's life?
No, not Dave's life, but how you're going to frame this.
Do you have to write a screenplay for a documentary?
I think you write a treatment at least.
We follow a guy around. He's got a shit full of videotapes.
But
you gotta state our goals.
What video do I send to them? I'll just put a YouTube link of like Dave talking and be like, that guy. And they'll be like, what the fuck?
We can just get ChatGPT to write it. We'll put in the bullet points and...
I gotta do this right now. Chat GPT. Click
right,
it.
Is it a treatment? I think Larry's right. I think it's a treatment.
Write me a pitch to A24 studio for a Dave Meltzer documentary.
Yeah, right here. How to create a compelling documentary treatment.
Okay, this is what ChatGPT just sent. Dear A24 team, I hope this message finds you well. I am writing to present an exciting documentary project that we believe perfectly aligns with A24's commitment to groundbreaking storytelling, still going, and cultural relevance. Our proposal revolves around none other than Dave Meltzer, a figure whose impact on the world of professional wrestling and journalism cannot be overstated. Title, The Dave Meltzer Story. Synopsis, The Dave Meltzer story delves into the life and career of Dave Meltzer, the preeminent journalist in the world of professional wrestling. If Dave could see this, that this is what AI thinks. From his humble beginnings as a passionate fan to his pioneering work in wrestling journalism.
Herb would be looking down with a smile. Wasn't he in the tech, early tech?
Yeah.
Pioneering work. Love it.
The documentary traces Meltzer's journey through the highs and lows of an industry in constant flux. Through intimate interviews, archival footage, and insightful analysis, the film explores Meltzer's unparalleled dedication to his craft, his enduring influence on wrestling fandom, and the complex relationship between journalism and entertainment. Key themes: pioneering journalism. 1. Dave Meltzer's establishment of the Wrestling Observer newsletter paved the way. Wait a minute. Is Dave ChatGPT? Paved the way for modern wrestling journalism, reshaping how fans consume and understand the industry. 2. Cultural impact. Meltzer's insights and critiques have not only shaped the wrestling landscape, but have also influenced broader conversations about sports, media, and fandom.
I feel like we need to interview Bob Costas.
3. Personal journey. Beyond his professional accomplishments, the documentary delves into Meltzer's personal journey, including the challenges he faced and the sacrifices he made in pursuit of his passion.
Oh, no.
Does ChatGPT know about the divorce? 4. Legacy and influence. Meltzer's legacy extends far beyond the pages of his newsletter, touching the lives of fans, wrestlers, and fellow journalists around the world.
That's where we superimpose the cuts of like butt liquor 69.
Yeah. Why A24? A24 has earned a reputation for producing thought-provoking, visually stunning films that push the boundaries of storytelling. With its unique blend of artistic integrity and commercial success, A24 is the perfect partner to bring Dave Meltzer's story to the screen. Our documentary aims to capture the same spirit of innovation and authenticity that defines A24's most acclaimed projects. Our team, they bring together a diverse group of diverse group of filmmakers, journalists, and wrestling experts with a deep understanding of Meltzer's legacy and its significance. With our collective expertise and passion for the subject matter, we are confident in our ability to deliver a compelling and unforgettable documentary. Conclusion: in the Dave Meltzer story, we see not just the tale of one man's journey through the world of wrestling. This was all written by AI like in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
It knows who Dave Meltzer is, which is so concerning. AI should not know.
I love how it'll like set up a thing like, I bet you've been wondering about blah, blah, blah. Well, let me tell you.
Anyways, it just repeats itself. And then it goes, we would be honored to discuss this project further and explore how we can collaborate to bring the Dave Meltzer story to life. Thank you for considering our pitch, and we look forward to the possibility of working together. Warm regards, the Workers Club.
Good.
Should we send that to them?
Do it.
Yeah.
A documentary made on an AI pitch about him.
Oh, shit. I want to have a good...
What's the SAG? What's SAG going to think about this?
Yeah, we're not in anything. We'll just be like...
No, but using AI.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We're discussing the conversation.
Our Oscar's going to get taken from us when it's discovered that we use this.
The Dave Meltzer story. What would be the
we get the Saudis to fund it?
The Dave Meltzer story. A story of triumph? A story of journalism?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's just called The Observer.
Yes, you do. You definitely do. The Observer. I like that. We're so close to this thing. Somebody's going to reach out and be like, I like the
And is it just a silhouette of mullet 90s Meltzer?
It is now.
You always have to do the shot of him in his office at a computer. People, if you saw that thumbnail of a guy in that office sitting there like that, and it's called The Observer, people are just clicking on it to be like, what's he observing?
You're on Tubi. You see that?
Yeah. What's he looking at? I'm concerned. Now, the minute he's like, I've been writing about professional wrestling for my whole life, they'd be like, and off. But it doesn't matter. You've already clicked on it. It counts.
The first two episodes, nothing about wrestling.
It's just him riding his bike around Sacramento or San Jose. I'm sorry,
yeah.
San Jose.
Yeah, we kind of we tease you a bit because we want to get you hooked on Dave, and then the story is really Dave.
I want to see Dave's Jimmy John's order. I want to see him roll.
Exactly. Those are the people that we talk to.
Dave's definitely a guy who's really aggressive with this dog. Right?
Oh, shit.
Like playing with it, like, man hugging it. Shoving his face off.
Oh. Yeah. What if he's really like dainty about it? And he's like, who's a good boy? He gives him little treats. He talks about like, I taught him how to do that. He's dancing around for the treat.
I don't see it that way.
I want to see Dave, because now he's whatever he's doing, but he's talking about like meals in the microwave, what meals are best. He's like, well, this one, the price to the volume of like Salisbury steak is pretty good.
And he's gonna know the protein in it.
Yeah, you gotta live healthy. Yeah. I want to know Dave's thoughts on vegetables.
Just him curling.
You got to have the shot of him watching. Yes,
of the day.
Yes, you have to have. Of course, we have to blur out the TV, but we hear the audio. You hear Michael Cole, doing whatever Michael. But then they just clank. This is so good. I'd watch this documentary. Somebody make it, because I would watch it 1,000,000 times. Just Dave hanging out with his casual friend, and he's like, "This is where I get a lot of my feedback."
Do you remember the Mania 2 story from Meltzer?
Yes.
Okay.
But please tell it, because it's so funny.
Like, what was it? Their part of the country, for some reason, was like the only part that carried Starrcade. But he wanted to see Mania. Maybe this wasn't it. It was something like this, though. And he went up to a stranger's house just looking for houses that had a different cable
system. Saw it
system.
in the window. Yeah. They were watching it in the window. Like a peeper.
And he watched the whole
so he knocked
show
on the door. Yeah, he knocked on the door and was like, "Hey, can I watch this?" And that's what he was like. They were driving around. Like, who do we? And Dave's just like looking in people's windows, being like, "That's all wrestling."
Meanwhile, wasn't this the time Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, was active?
That was the house of Richard Ramirez. He's like, "Yeah, you can come in." Like the cut of your jib. Said that again. I love
nice
it.
Adidas's.
Yeah. Like your shoes. Might wear them and then switch them out.
Highway to Hell. Fuck yeah, man.
He's like, "Do you have any loose weights that I can just while between the matches, just get a pump?"
I can see Dave doing the Travis Bickle and making weights out of paint cans.
By the way, I think he says in the story he was with his girlfriend at the time, which is like, that girl's thinking, "So this is over. I'm not doing this anymore. This is weird. It's wrestling, right?" She's a normal person.
Yeah, you're out of the husband conversation at that point.
She's uncomfortable the entire time. She has to be. Right? You're not sticking with it. We're just in a stranger's house.
Even if it was
wrestling.
the day Kennedy died, I'm not going up to a stranger's house to be like, "Perhaps you are viewing what I would like to see."
Yeah, my TV got turned off. Don't ask questions. I see you got it on though. What we got going on here?
You're right. I wouldn't have done that on 9/11.
Right.
And Dave's doing it for Mania 2.
You got the coverage? Hey, this guy's got the coverage. I've been looking for a TV. What is that conversation, by the way? The guy's like,
"Who is the guy that says yes, please come in?"
Yeah, man. The more the merrier.
Don't know.
Mind my dolls.
That was early pay-per-view, so it's kind of like,
But
you know what kind of person that person's going to be, and you're both kind of nervous.
What's the conversation? Is he like, so you're just driving around the neighborhood?
The outside?
It's like seeing another person with the Star Wars sticker if you're a Star Wars guy. And think about it, they were playing a one-time fucking Star Wars movie, and you saw someone's house with it. Those Star Wars nerds would know enough about each other to let each other do that, I feel.
What was the conversation in the car? Like, "Dave, what are you
It's
looking
weird
for?"
either way. I'm just saying.
Just keep driving. I know what I'm looking for. He sees one glimpse of Pat Patterson. He's like, "Stop the car!" It's that house. And then that guy opens his door. He sees mulleted Dave Meltzer with his friends. He's like, "Oh, I was just going to watch it alone, but yeah." What's the food? What's that guy eating? What's he even drinking? What's he doing? What's happening?
I bet Dave would throw 10 in for a pizza.
Do you guys want to get pizza? And he's like, "I don't eat pizza." He's like, "Okay, let's just keep watching then." He says he had a good time. It was a party. He kind of printed it was a party. Yeah, it was everybody's watching WrestleMania. The neighborhood's a rocking.
Bundy Hogan, man. That battle royale with William Perry.
Did Dave turn to somebody at one point and was like, "This whole different city thing is not working"? I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I write a little bit about
he told these people.
I don't know. There's lifelong subscribers now.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my star ratings.
Honey, he's telling a story about how he showed up at our house again. They love WWE. They're big Paul fans. So this is a Workers Club podcast where we talk about books. And here we go. A slight hour-long divert from... Okay, he's in Guatemala.
And he's going to be the Black Angel.
And somebody went, hey, do you know how to get color or bleed? And he's like, nope. And they're like, well, we'll just rip your mask open and we'll do it. He's like, okay.
I mean, he waited at the airport for 2 days. That's just...
Yeah.
They're throwing shit at him, right?
Yeah, he's in a car. I don't have anything really because it's one of these things where he's getting driven to the arena at one point, and the people are like trying to turn it over. The driver is getting scared.
The military intervenes.
The military intervenes, and I'm reading Discord now. I'm so into this book. Okay. I mean, so he's fine, blah, blah, blah. It's just one of those stories. He goes back home. Basically, look, he goes back home. And he's like, whoa, crowds were crazy. I was wearing a mask. I got bladed, this and that. And then he's just like, it's all part of your education, Steve. Wrestling ain't always a sane, safe place on the job training. You learned about blading, riots, crowd control, and getting around without being able to speak the language. So he's just like, oh, they were testing me. They were making me learn.
Victim mentality.
Anyway, so then he moves on. And, people are always like, when he's riding with guys, they're like, drink beer with us while we drive. And he's like, I hate beer. This is such an interesting wrinkle. Everybody else that we've read about are depraved drug and alcohol-fueled maniacs. Even Brett.
Mick was clean.
Oh, yeah, Mick is. Yeah, Mick's kind of like, can we go to the amusement park? Yeah, Mick he was kind of a teetotaler. But this is Steve keeps bringing up, I don't like the taste of beer. So he's chucking out cans of beer and being like, yeah, and throwing it out the window. I feel like if I was driving, I'd be like, you're throwing out cans of beer. I can see you. In my,
just don't.
I can see it. You're not being like
doing this whole.
It's
song.
weird that you're fake drinking, and then you're throwing full cans out. I can see it. I hear it. I'm not an idiot. So then he gets to ride with the great Boris Smolenko, and he's excited. And I can see why CM Punk loves this book because, man, Steve Keirn, he loves a good car ride with a vet. He loves it. He's looking forward to it. He's chomping at the bit.
Who did Punk ever ride with?
That's what I mean. Like, maybe he's just living vicariously through this book. Because, yeah, who's Punk in that era?
Who do you
who's
think
he
rode with when he came in like 06, 07?
Because you have the whole hurdle of his attitude. He doesn't drink, you know what I mean? So who's he riding with?
He didn't really have any friends, did he?
Tony Atlas?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Punk if he's not taking pictures of Roxanne Perez. If he can find the time to not...
It's his daughter. It's a daddy-daughter thing. It's fine.
It's cool.
Yeah.
By the way, in that video where he was in the...
where
he was like, I'm trapped in the thing. And he's looking at the Bruce Pritchard thing. You see the picture of Vince and Bruce, and he's like, yeah. And like that, too. Same thing. Where it's like the Roxanne thing. He's like, look, Rock. And anyway, he just keeps kind of doing the thing where he's like, where you do the thing where you're like, I'm doing a bit. And you're like, whoop, oh, wrong bit. Okay, back to the bit.
He wasn't fired. We just didn't renew the contract, you fucking idiot. You got fucking worked.
Now, did you see where Mike Johnson tweeted angrily at the guy who asked that question for bringing them into it?
Yeah, it's
what a
cool.
douchebag Mike Johnson is.
It's cool. One guy just asked, "Hey, what's the deal with Drew Gulak?" And they did. Both those places
He was a
reported.
He was a French guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hired by Steve, which allegedly now
Some
he's still not been paid.
Yeah, some
Steve
sports.
Paul has not paid for it.
Okay.
He told him to go there on behalf. He still has not been paid. And because Steve Paul is the guy that's always like, in America, he's going, the momentum of a runaway train. Triple H, how do you feel about that? That's Steve Paul. And so this guy asked a question of like, which both those outlets reported that Drew Gulak was released. And then he said, does that have anything to do with the Ronda Rousey thing?
Mm-hmm.
And then Triple H said he wasn't released. His contract wasn't renewed. And also don't quote bad outlets. And then they went to the other those guys and went, we weren't talking about you. Even though that guy said that, and then I said those are bad. Yeah. And then those guys, instead of going, fuck Triple H, that's what we were told, what the fuck? Instead they went, they got mad at the French guy. Right. Why did you say that about us?
Well, and that guy said also that the other journalists got pissed at him after that.
Yeah, yeah, they were harassing him. Like, come on, you got to ask something like that. Now you can see why people don't want to be like, hey, by the way, the sex thing, huh? That's fucking weird. Yeah, you read that lawsuit yet, Paul? Because then the other people in the room are going to go, boo.
We need a Hunter S. Thompson gonzo wrestling journalist.
Just one guy in the back being like,
no,
weird noises.
You have to insert yourself into what you're covering, so...
Well, I'm just if I ever won the lotto, that would be like one of the little things I would fund.
Yeah, you'd have to just follow them week to everywhere they go, party with them, get yourself in the circle, like you did with the Hell's Angels book. Yeah,
right. Yeah, I was thinking of old Hunter S. Thompson being like, Paul, do you? Let me tell them just real quick. You're via an AR-15. Say Nixon was.
They talked about football.
yeah. Hunter S. Thompson would be like, "What do you think about the starting line?" Blah, blah, blah. And Paul would be like, "I don't know any players. I don't know what you're talking about. You have a bucket hat on your head."
A cigarette holder.
Yeah. Snapping the lighter. Now I am thinking about Paul Levesque and Hunter S. Thompson engaging. And Paul is also a guy that just is like, whatever my situation is, this is my situation right now. So he'd be like, sure, I'll do that.
You're a legend. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah. Guys, you know what he said? He's writing a lot of books.
Right, that's as much as he'll know.
Yeah, he's writing a lot of books, and it's crazy. It reminds me of DX going to WCW.
He's seen the movie, probably, though.
You know what? And look, I have proof right here. Have you ever seen Where the Buffaloes Roam with Bill Murray, where he plays Hunter S. Thompson?
I haven't.
He's at his typewriter, and he takes a bowl, and he puts ice, and he puts his beers in it. And I was always like, that's a fucking good idea, because then you don't have to get up. And ever since, my wife did it. Was like, what are you doing? And I was like, you know what? I'm getting ready. I'm putting the ice in the bowl. By the way, Bill Murray, a better Hunter S. Thompson than Johnny Depp. I'm saying it now.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
I mean, he does the same thing where he's got the thing out of his mouth, and he's like.
I liked Rum Diary.
You do? Oh, and that's an interesting one because that's
him. He doesn't play it as
because it's him before. It's him when he's a quote unquote, a journalist.
Yeah,
interesting. But that is it because Johnny Depp's older, playing a younger Hunter.
Yeah.
Wait, Johnny Depp plays Hunter?
He plays Hunter S. Thompson.
I'm just
well, you would Hunter talk about that. You're like, oh, your name is. Why are we talking? Hunter S. Thompson's dead. Why would I? He's been blown into a million pieces while Sean Penn cried a single tear.
Hunter versus Hunter.
While Sean Penn cried a single tear. He was a legend. Do you believe? Have you seen that where this is Hunter S. Thompson like this is my diet? You believe that where he was like, and then a little bit of Coke, and then this to do this, and then this, and then I'm writing. Have you ever seen that? His regiment, his daily regiment.
I don't think so.
You think that's kayfabed?
I did think it was a little bit kayfabe. Daily.
And that's
let me hear what the intake is. And
look, it comes up when you type in Hunter S. Thompson daily. It comes routine. Okay, here it is. Ready? In the book Hunter, The Strange and Savage Life of Hunter S. Thompson, his biographer, E. Jean Carroll, starts the first chapter with a detailed account of the excess of her subject. Here's what Carroll reports as a sample of the daily routine. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Wake up. 3:05. I'm gonna butcher this. Chivas Regal. Alcohol, okay?
Okay.
With the morning papers. Dunhills. 3:45, cocaine. 3:50, another glass of Chivas. Dunhill. Okay, I gotta Google it because it's been a minute here. Hold on. Dunhill, there was it like cigarettes? Is that what we're doing here? Dunhill cigarettes.
That sounds good.
Hang on.
Yes, I believe Dunhills are cigarettes. Because I was like, what does he keep doing with this? And at the time, and now I'm like, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Dunhill.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. And okay, let me make sure I'm getting this right. Because Chivas is a brandy, right? Is that a brandy? Am I right on this? Chivas Regal? Is that a whiskey or a brandy? Blended whiskey? Okay. Blended whiskey. Showing my ass right now. Blended whiskey. Okay. 3:45 cocaine. 3:50 another glass of whiskey and Dunhill. I'll just keep saying cigarette. 4:05 first cup of coffee. 4 in the afternoon. Okay. 4:05 another cigarette. 4:15 cocaine. 4:16 orange juice another cigarette. 4:30 cocaine. 4:54 cocaine. 5:05 cocaine. 5:11 a coffee and a cigarette. 5:30 more ice and the whiskey. Okay. 5:45 cocaine, etc. It's literally written.
Thought he was over it.
Nope. 6 o'clock grass to take the edge off the day. It's at 7:05 at night. He goes to the Woody Creek Tavern for lunch. He has a Heineken, 2 margaritas, coleslaw, a taco salad, a double order of fried onion rings, carrot cake, ice cream, a bean fritter, another cigarette, another Heineken, some cocaine, and then for the ride home, a snow cone. He has to make a glass of shredded ice, which they pour 3 or 4 jiggers of whiskey. 9. Starts snorting cocaine seriously. So before that was just a little, not serious, just a little, boop.
Yeah.
Just a little beep.
Just for funsies.
Just like a cute. 10 o'clock at night, drops acid. 11 o'clock, chartreuse, some cocaine, and some pot. 11:30, half hour later, cocaine, etc., etc. Midnight, Hunter S. Thompson is ready to write. That's what it says. So he's been up. He woke up at 3. Now, midnight, he's ready to write. From 12:05 to 6 a.m. while he writes, chartreuse, cocaine, pot, whiskey, coffee, Heineken, clove cigarettes, grapefruit, another cigarette from Dunhills, orange juice, gin, continuous pornographic movies on. Now, at 6 in the morning, the hot tub and some champagne, some Dove bars, and fettuccine Alfredo.
Gee, the shits.
Then, at 8 in the morning, a halcyon. And then, 8:20, time for Betty Bye. He goes to sleep. Do you believe that That's a lot of cocaine and coffee, and that's a lot. You know what I mean? I know he's mad. He's with the liquor and all that, but still in the pot, like that's a lot of seriously snorting cocaine.
Yeah, but it's always, I don't know.
But if it's also
when you're an addict with money, it's kind of unfathomable, right? Because that like runs your whole addict lifestyle, is the fact that you don't have money. So when you get like a rich person addict, I kind of do believe that. Why would you not do that? Don't you want to feel that good all the time? And you have the money to do it, so do it.
How's he eating that much? I've seen the man.
I mean, come on, but if you're doing this every day, though, it's not gonna have that much.
A bean, by the way, right? The shits and the fart and the bean fritter, a taco. That's
that hot tub time alone.
Fried onion rings, ice cream. My God, the toilet. The toilet in this man's room. Like, who's cleaning that? As he blows. I love that word.
We might just have like a mulch pile out back.
Oh God. Now, can we see? Now, look. I was going to say, can we see Hunter, wrestling Hunter, on this diet? But no, his poor little heart could not take all that cocaine.
No.
But he would sit at that table.
What do you think the worst thing Triple H ever did with the Clique? Do you think he ever took a soma?
I don't want to be sued. I don't want to be sued.
I think he took a puff of a marijuana cigarette, but he didn't inhale.
He didn't even. He just went like he put it to his lips. He held it, and it was like, "Oh shit!"
Such a bizarre person.
Oh man, guys, are you guys seeing this? He's waving his hand in front of his face. Whoa!
Ace of Spades blaring.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Put some music on.
Where'd you guys get this stuff? I'm seeing traces, man.
The Ace of Spades.
Where'd you hear that? Traces. Okay, hold on. I know I have to take a break. We're really getting through this book really fast. Hold on. Okay, I've pulled it from my bookshelf. I can't find Rum Diaries, but I have here Hunter Thompson's Hell's Angels, and I'm just going to read. I flipped to a random page. And I just want your reaction to what Paul Levesque would say to this.
Hit me with that, Hunter S.
I'll read it as Hunter's time. I'll try to do a Hunter voice. To whatever extent the Hells Angels may or may not be latent sadomasochists or repressed homosexuals, is to me, after nearly a year in the constant company of outlaw motorcyclists, almost entirely irrelevant. There are literary critics who insist that Ernest Hemingway was a tortured queer and that Mark Twain was haunted to the end of his days by a penchant for interracial buggery. It is a good way to stir up a tempest in the academic quarterlies, but it won't change a word of what either man wrote, nor alter the impact of their work on the world they were writing about. Perhaps Manolette? Is that right?
I don't know. It's probably like a philosopher or something.
Yeah, what are you college educated guys? Was a hoof fetishist or suffered from a terrible hemorrhoids as a result of long nights in Spanish horn parlors, but he was a great matador. I don't know, fucking man. And it is hard to see how any amount of Freudian theorizing can have the slightest effect on the reality of the thing he did best.
He was a Spanish bullfighter.
Yeah.
Tito? We're gonna no sell the Tito.
I'm not reading it. Does this speak well of Steve Keirn's book?
Don't you like their iron crosses, though?
Yeah. I think they're latent homosexuals.
Muscles in motion.
I'm flipping to another one.
I would like to see them on a road trip, though, getting the gas station food together. What does that walk back look like?
Mm-hmm.
We came for the beer, Sonny replied. Baxter shook his head. No, William says he's running low. You got to go over to the market on the other side of the lake. They have plenty. We left instantly. Like the first campsite, the first beer contact had all the signs of a calculated botch. Baxter may or may not have known what he was doing, but if he did, he deserves credit for coming up with a subtle and ingenious strategy. Okay, some kind of beer crisis.
You could juxtapose the two, right? With Triple H, they're at like a Sheetz, and Triple H gets a wrap. I don't know, like a Caesar chicken wrap, maybe.
Greek yogurt.
A couple Greek yogurts, and puts them in a little plastic bag, and 2 jumbo things of water. And then Hunter Thompson's getting the fucking chili cheese fries, 2 hot dogs with everything.
Here we go.
The biggest styrofoam cup they have, just black coffee.
Here we go. By the time this is very okay. I found the Hunter S. Thompson passage that people come to cream for. By this time, various drug reactions were getting mixed up with the booze, and there was no telling what any one person might do. Wild shouts and explosions burst through the darkness. Now and then would come the sound of a body plunging into the lake, a splash, then yelling and kicking in the water. The only light was the bonfire, a heap of logs and branches about 10 feet wide and 5 feet tall. It lit up the whole clearing and gleamed on the headlights and handlebars of the big Harleys, parked on the edge of the darkness. In the wavering orange light, it was hard to see faces, except those right next to you. Bodies became silhouettes, only the voices were the same. There were about 50 girls in the camp, but nearly all were, quote-unquote, old ladies. Not to be confused, except a serious risk with, quote-unquote, mamas, or, quote-unquote, strange chicks.
Yeah, I like chicks too.
It's one of the 5 perks of working out.
And an old lady can be a steady girlfriend, a wife, or even some body hustler one of the outlaws has taken a liking to. They're spoken for. Do not approach the old ladies. Back
Paul's
to Steve's
trying to
book.
fit in with the Hells Angels with his leather vest.
He's nodding along.
The king of hat.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Heard we had a beer shortage. Thanks, Gut. Took care of that. They're like, are you even sipping that? And he's like, yeah, look at me. Yum, he's saying. Okay.
He would choke one down to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
How many reps do you guys do? Do you guys ever do the barbell where you go along the line and just
the calf lunge pull down?
Yeah. You guys ever do
you guys do that extra rep at the end of each set?
You guys ever cover up for us culture of abuse and sex abuse? You guys ever hear rapes and ignore it? Anyways.
You guys have weird Christmases too?
This bonfire is like 5 feet tall. It's big.
Rolling Stones.
Lemmy, am I right?
Ron Wood.
He's just saying musicians that he likes. Like Alice Cooper. Do you know that female guitarist?
Poppy.
She's not right. Def Rebel.
The way that she looks like your dead ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys ever have a girlfriend that died? He's getting melancholy all of a sudden. This turning into the fire.
Your best friend.
Yeah. X-Pac? No, nothing. He keeps trying references. Like 1, 2, 3 Kid? No, nothing. One guy from Minnesota is like, Lightning Kid? And is immediately thrown out of the Hells Angels.
Boris Malenko.
Anyways, New Hampshire. He's just word vomit. He's so nervous. They're at Yeehaw Junction. By the way, Yeehaw Junction gets so much play in this, and I love it because I'm a guy that says yeehaw. So I was like, Yeehaw Junction, hell yeah, yeehaw! But he's driving with Boris Malenko, and Boris says, hey, let's stop and get some pie and coffee at the rest stop.
Where's he from?
I don't know.
Russia.
I literally looked up Boris. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You guys will have to educate me. I just was like, "What's a Boris Malenko promo?" And that's how he talks. So I was like, "Whatever." Yeah, it's not. It's not. Yeah, it's not horror, but. So
you're
he's
right. He was
driving
kind of pompous.
Yeah,
you're right.
he's got his little mustache. He looks like a
Oh,
band
he's from
teacher.
fucking New Jersey. Get the fuck out of here, you
He was
asshole.
working everybody.
Piece of shit.
Maybe he's first generation. So his parents, so he's got it. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
His real name is Lawrence J. Simon.
So
what are you saying?
So to his friends he was like, "Bro, you got to come down to the wrestling with me, bro." But then when he was in the ring, he was going, student of the game, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So he's driving all around with
shots. It was shoot.
Yeah. What would Boris want? He would want some vodka. Yes. He's like, Czech, right? What is Malenko? He's like, Czech, I guess. What is he supposed to be? Russian?
Yeah.
Malenko?
The great Malenko.
So somebody goes, look, you're driving him all around. You're like, we're really doing pie and coffee. Boris is sleeping all the time in the car. Just act like you're falling asleep and Boris will take over. So that's what he does. He just starts riding the side of the road, and the Boris is like, let me drive.
I thought that was against the rules to fall asleep.
All the vets are doing it because Steve talks about it a lot. He's always driving, and he looks over, and the other guy's just knocked out. He's just zonked out.
I feel like Steve was supposed to be in this position for like 6 weeks, and the guys would expect him to start fighting back.
Yeah, it says
but he's just still in it, like 3 years in, where he's just taking shit all the time.
It kind of. He's always just going along with it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I mean, why not? But well, now he's with Gordon Soley, and he's doing he's trying his best at promos. And he would say Gordon Soley would put his finger in his mouth to pantomime like he was throwing up as he reacted to boring babyface responses.
This is the worst fucking dribble I've ever heard.
Or he would pretend to nod off to sleep due to the sheer boredom.
He's reading the pony papers,
Guys are doing. They're like, I'm here and I'm gonna beat this guy, and Gordon Soley's off camera, nodding. Hey, okay. Anyways, but Steve says I had no desire to ever do any interviews, and I was not in any hurry to be slotted into a main event. And this is, again, a first for us. This dude, we've heard granted, now Steve Keirn was not on the level like a Bret Hart, a Mankind, right? A Mick or a Triple H or all these guys that were like, why am I not in the main event? They've just started out 3 weeks prior. Why am I not in the top headline spot? Steve's going, I do not want that at all.
I respect that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I like it. It's refreshing to have a guy that's like, hey, look, I'm just a guy. Especially when you read the books where it's Mick and Brett or whoever we've read are they're just starting out and they're chomping at the bit to get that main spot. And it's brother, what in the world are you thinking right now? The esteem that they have. And I guess we've talked about it, do you have to have that to be I'm this good, I should be there. Even when you're not, you have that push, that ambition. Is this a Steve Keirn thing where he's I don't have the ambition, so I'm fine. I'm just working. What do you want me to do?
I'm fine with it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
the world would be a better place.
I was just thinking, Skinner is end of 91. He comes in, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where the fuck he was from 86 to 91. Because the Fabulous One just kind of die off, and then where the fuck did he go?
What to buy Volume 2?
Yeah,
he's got us hooked in. So
he's in Guatemala.
maybe
he's hanging out. He's wrestling, and there's a guy always in the crowd. His name is Terry Bollea. and they'd gone to junior high and high school. Now, it's interesting. I do not remember him saying that Terry Bollea was part of the junior mafia.
Nope.
So Terry's just this big oaf wandering the halls. He's 2 years younger than
That's because Terry was more of a hippie. Come on.
Well, it says here, Terry was always playing in the Tampa clubs with his band, Ruckus.
Mm-hmm.
God, to go to one of those shows, man. Fucking put me there.
So when he said, okay...
I'm dying just to hear Hogan play an instrument.
Yeah.
With how much he talks about playing bass.
Yeah.
We've never actually heard him do it.
Yeah. I did not know that Hogan played bass, but when it was said that he played in a band, I thought, what's the most annoying person in the band? I was like, the bass player. And I was like, yes. Now, Larry, please tell me, you don't play bass.
I can, but it's not my first instrument.
But have you ever met a cool bass player?
Yeah, I know a cool bass player. I know a cool one, and I know a douchey one.
You know a cool one. So he's an outlier. He's an anomaly.
Outlier.
No, outlier. Now, I have met many a bass player, and I have not met one yet. Not one where I wasn't annoyed.
Come on, what is that? What is that?
I don't Primus.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
The fucking
I don't know what that means.
Front man is the bass player.
Who's the front man?
Les Claypool?
Sounds annoying.
Okay.
Gus, do you like Les Claypool?
I'm not a music guy, like on that level. Man, wow, that is such
they
a
do the South
shitty
Park
answer.
theme.
Yeah. No,
Is there a lot of
I mean,
is there a lot of bass in that?
There was that Big Brown Beaver song that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of knowledge in that.
It all clicked in when he was like, Hogan played the bass. I was like, oh, fucking course. That fucking guy.
I have a documentary all about bass players that I watch.
So what? Oh, I thought you made one.
No,
I have
but it's
a
like one of
documentary.
my favorite ones to watch. So I think
Who's your favorite bass player? Who's the man?
You know.
No, I don't
This
know.
documentary
No,
gets them all together. The guy from the Who. I mean, you know, everyone from the classic
Who?
Bangins. John Entwistle from the Who.
John, what whistle?
Don't be stupid.
I am stupid. Don't tell me not to
Geddy
be stupid
Lee
when I
from
am
Rush.
I know
He's a
Geddy Lee.
mountaineer.
Yeah.
Who was in this thing? I don't know. It's nerdy shit.
Could you do a bass solo with your mouth? Could you?
Bass is more nerdy shit.
You
Like, there's no like fucking badass bass players like Slash. You know what I mean? Who's got like mystique? There's no bass players with mystique.
Not yet. Terrible
Sid
could
Vicious.
be.
Sid Vicious is a bass
could be.
player.
Oh, we can't talk about him. He's had problems.
Currently?
I mean, just in general. Wait, you're talking about Sid Vicious the wrestler or Sid Vicious the drunker?
The musician.
Okay, just to be clear.
The one who killed his girlfriend.
That's
With
a
the
problem.
scissors.
I tried. I just said he had problems, and then he murdered.
He said he's had problems as if he's
had
still
problems.
with us.
Well, I mean,
He had
Chris Benoit had
problems.
problems. Yeah, he's had. You know, I'm just. Yes. Sid Vicious, was he a wrestler? I mean, he is I mean, never mind. This is like the Steve thing again. By the way, Terry says, "Hey, Steve, how do you get into wrestling?" And Steve goes, "Man, I don't know. I don't know why I switched into a Skinner thing, but I'll just... By the way, you don't want to do this. I only make $40 a night and have to pay for my own gas. You're a bass guitar player in a band. Stay in the band. There's no money in this." So now he learns.
Working on the ducks.
So, yes, Terry's on the beach staring at him slack-jawed like...
He's in season 2 of The Wire. Working with the stevedore union.
Well, then he learned the Carney language, which, like he says, essentially was pig. It is Pig Latin. It's not essentially Pig Latin. It is Pig Latin.
Yeah.
And so they're like, "Look, we just say this and this, you know." Steve is spending his matches going, "What? Huh? What'd you say?" He literally quote repeatedly asking guys, "What? What? What?"
It's a kernizzle.
And he's like, "Well, I need to at least learn Dizzuck." That means duck. I just like him. They're like, "This is how we talk. It's Carney," and he's just fucking flabbergasted every match. Just like, the fuck did you? Why can't you talk normal? All right. So, believe it or not, guys usually enjoyed being asked to critique your matches. Do you believe that? The vets they liked to critique matches. They liked being respected at that level by their peers. And they also relished the thought that their opinions were valued.
Yeah, because it validates their voices.
Yeah. I wrote, some might even eventually make it their whole identity. And that's just all that they want.
Punk is underlining and highlighting.
No, but Taker, come on, he probably gets so hard when someone asks him, "What'd you think of my match?"
I know. What's he gonna say? His matches, you know what I mean?
Like his...
Oh, you ever just sit up after a while? Like you know that Jason movie or Michael Myers? You just sit up like that? Like, that doesn't work for me. I can't do that. On the flip side, some guys would offer me their advice whether I had asked for it or not. Hangman now is underlining. And a few of the guys were workers I had so little respect for that when they gave me advice, I'd think about it for a second, and then it would just go in one ear and out the other.
How do you guys feel when you get unsolicited advice? At work or general?
I don't know if someone's done that to me in a long time.
Yeah, the closest that has come is that I had one time a guy that I was training, and he would always want to talk about our industry and hash it out. And then one time I finally had to say, "Here's me, here's you. There's like a 20-year gulf here. I have no desire to hear your thoughts on
Talking
this."
shop.
Yeah. You asked me a question, I answered it. That's it. That's the answer. It's the end.
I do have a guy like that. Okay, so it's not quite criticism, but he's always got a really long explanation for what he's doing, and it's always something better than what you're currently doing. Mm-hmm. You know what you could be doing? You could be using this roller, because really it leaves less of a mark on the wall, and it's just like, bro, no one's ever fucking complained about the marks on the wall. Who gives a shit? And he'll sit there and talk to you for 20 minutes about it.
You got to turn to that guy at one point and go, "Did you get laid last night? What's going on?"
This is also the workout guy.
So
it's either work talk or workout talk.
So you got to keep on the workout talk then.
Yeah.
Next time, look, I'm going to go, "What kind of tuna you eating these days? What brand you buying?"
But here's what's funny. When I had my protein shake, I was so excited to tell him I had one, right?
You bury it?
So I got something to, talk to him about for once. I was happy. I'm like, "Hey, Jeremy, I started drinking protein shakes." He's like, no. You got to get the kind I'm getting because it's got 9 amino acids. The one you have only has 3. I'm just like, well, fuck me then, I guess.
Did he give you like a promo code to enter at checkout?
9 amino acids.
Hey, just look at you. You're getting 3 more than you used to.
You can do this.
You know what's funny is he's always injured.
This is where my mind goes. I'll be like, "Oh no, those amino acids, those are the ones that make your dick soft." I'm always
injured.
He's always in. It's those goddamn extra aminos.
That's not.
Maybe he's rolling wrong. You ever ask him that? Hey, you ever think you're rolling wrong and that's why you're injured? You're the wrong roller.
He's got theories about. He could write a book about this shit. You got to roll left to right because you're going to be putting more force down on the roller on the right side.
Oh man, I'd be like, you sound like one of my ex-girlfriends. It's just paint. Fucking hell, let me paint the room. God damn, no one gives a shit. Man, you got to drop something on this guy. You got to put him in his place. You got to say what.
Is
he going to listen to this?
I think he's on the spectrum. Even though he's 50, he's a grandfather.
He's 50?
Yeah. Out of rehab like 3 years. Pandemic he went in.
One time we had this guy in the shop who was old, and he was like retired, and he was waiting for some other retirement thing to kick in from Union Pacific or something like that. And he was like, he'd wander around the shop going, I love my job. By the way, code for I hate my job. And then, he's doing like pills and shit like that. And I'm like, and then we kept having these issues with, and I was like, brother, like, you got to stop. Like,
I love it.
He's always throwing tantrums and shit like that. And I'm like, you're so old to be throwing tantrums. And then we had this thing where I was like, bro, you just got to like care like an ounce and not be like a pile of shit. And he was like, well, I was about to, I want to say, that's your business. Your business is your business. I don't know why I'm still, I don't, but he's like, yeah, so that's why you guys care. And it's like, yeah, but we pay you. What is that? My mind was blown that this man was this old and was throwing out well, yeah, you guys care about this because that's how you make your money. Yeah, that's right. And then we use that money to pay you. What are you talking about right now? And I just said, this isn't going to work. You got to go. This isn't going to work. Go home. Well, of course you guys care if it looks good. It's like, yeah.
I'm with this guy.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm on the side of
your
labor
fucking
here.
shop. I'm just waiting for my check.
Yeah, I'm with labor.
I'd respect that if someone did it on my job, and I knew that was why.
It was okay. Like, look, like he'd like write messages into boxes, and we'd be like, "Bro, you can't write messages." And he's like, "Yeah, but I know a guy." And it's like, that guy's not getting the box. He's not going to see the smiley face. It's like, "Hey, how you doing?" The person's gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
He would have been. He could have just toned it down and coasted and been fine.
Well, what time? So then the heat went out during the winter, and so I mean, we call it. They're coming. It's en route. It's gonna get fixed. We're cracking open doors. Letting one side of the building in. So we're trying to get something. Also, by the way, there's equipment that's getting 900 degrees. It's going to get warm. All right, yeah. It's going to get warm in the shop.
And if you're moving, you should, you're burning.
And he was having a goddamn meltdown about this. He was like, "They don't care about us." I was like, "Who's they? Who is this they that don't care about?" I was like, they've been called. The heating and air guys have been called. They're coming. We will. And this, by the way, he's a big boy.
So this man ain't cold.
He lived to complain. I can't stand the guys that live to complain. And it's like, bro, it feeds into everybody else. All the young, you know what I mean? You're out there, it just...
You got to set the energy.
I had it happen again last week where yet another failed employee was talking shit about me. It's like every single one, I'm always the target.
Bro.
Because they see me not doing anything... Because I can do in about 10 minutes what they can in 2 hours, and then I go fuck around.
I once was told, they were like, all the hard workers always have good things to say about you, and all the pieces of shit always think you're like an asshole. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you can see there's a thread here. Larry and I could write a book about people. A goddamn book.
Even ones like... who I've like gone so out of my way to like make them feel welcome, will turn around in a second.
That's the fucking worst when you're like trying to help a motherfucker out.
Yeah.
And he just fucking can't help but bite the fucking hand that feeds him.
Yeah.
So this is a needless jab, Bret Hart style. Why didn't you do what I told you? I don't know what Chris Markoff sounds like, but this is Chris Markoff. And he quotes him. And Steve says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I lied." Ah, there it is. We got his first lie. A classic Workers Club. He's lying. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I guess I'll just have to try to remember next time. So that's, by the way, Chris Markoff. Steve Keirn doesn't give a fuck what you said to him. He thinks you're an idiot.
Oh, because Markoff was trying to give him advice?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
One ear out the other. Yes. I love that he specifically is like, by the way, Chris Markoff, fucking idiot. Why do you do what I said? Mm-hmm. Okay, chapter 4. Are we doing this? We're going into chapter 4?
Sure.
Okay. Let's go all the way through chapter 5, too. I hadn't seen my father in 8 years. Recipient of daily torture by the Viet Cong. So, since he was a 14th POW, he was granted priority. They gave him the choice of 7 different hospitals. So he's like, well, I don't know, what's the closest one to my fucking family?
That's a situation where I feel like less choice is better.
Yeah. It had been 8 years since his dad had left and been captured. A full decade of different development phases. I like that he puts in here, I had been a member of a street gang. Even you said, not really. Because I'd been told I was the man of the family at age 13, he's all fucked up, right? He's like, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Now the man was coming home to reclaim his rightful place. So here we go. A military guy comes up to him. This is how it's going to happen. We're going to put just the wives in the car. We're going to take them out to the runway. Your husbands are going to get off the plane. They're going to say a couple words to the president, get in the car, and come straight back to the hotel. Steve's like, that ain't going to work here. I'm going to be in the staff car. And then the guy's like, no, just the wives. And then he gives him a speech like, look, bro, I was 13. People are like, you're the man of the house now. Guy told me my dad blew up from the first SAM. Yada, yada. I'm going to be in that car. And then he
loves spending time in cars.
Steve also drops it. I'm not in the military. You're not giving me orders. So then the guy goes, okay, here's what we'll do. You're in the front seat.
Oh.
Then he goes, you get out. He'll hug you. You let him in. Gotcha. That's what Steve says after winning that battle. Gotcha. Dad wanted me to be a fighter pilot like him. Pro wrestler is a far cry from a fighter pilot. And they have a picture of him when he was reuniting with his dad. And his dad looks very happy.
Dad, I'm going to become a professional wrestler.
And like he locks eyes with the guy. He says that he locked eyes with the colonel that was giving all these instructions as he was hugging his dad. Like, you piece of shit.
I'd do the same.
Because he says, it's very hurtful. A reporter tries to get him. What are your thoughts on Vietnam? He's just like, hey, the American flag. How about that? That's fun. And he picks his dad up. He's hugging him. He's crying. His dad is, I hope that's you. And now Steve's thinking, now my life can really begin. And that is something to really ponder. Steve is now thinking, now my life can begin.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So the FBI shows up. This takes a turn. The FBI shows up. And they are like, look, this Vietnam thing is a hot button issue. And Steve says, I'm sure atrocities were committed by American soldiers against the North Vietnamese, but my father obviously wasn't involved in any of that. Well, yeah, because he was on the other end of that. So despite the fact that our lives were being threatened, because the FBI's big concern is anti-war people.
Yeah.
But Steve still has wrestling shows. And the FBI's like, look, you're going to be targeted. And they go into like, you're one of the oldest sons of a POW, and you're an active professional wrestler. That makes you an excellent target for these people. And they talk about how you're going to get followed and stuff like that. And I was like, they're talking about them. Nobody else is following Steve. They're describing what they're going to be doing. In theory, the FBI was following me for my protection.
Do you think this was an FBI rib? Like,
I don't know what it was, but it was.
Let's tag him on the professional wrestler in Florida.
Or it is just the FBI making sure you're not talking to anti-war people.
Oh.
That's my take was that they were watching.
Kind of reverse psychology.
Damn. See, you guys are smarter than I am. I would be like, yeah, come on, guys.
Just think about it. That's what John Kerry was. And he was a pain in the ass for them, throwing his medals in the fucking lake in the protest.
Because, think about the anti-protest the anti-war protest, and then the FBI is coming to him and going, we have no idea who these people are, what they're planning to do, or the lengths they'll go in order to lash out at your family. If you pull into a gas station, someone pulls in that doesn't look like they're really there to get gas, you should probably get back in the car and keep going. Putting fear in them. So he's at Yeehaw Junction with the Briscoes.
If you're the FBI, you just let the professional wrestlers speak out on behalf of the anti-war people and just be like, look at their fucking guy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's,
that's something we got to ask. Maybe I'll ask Cornette. Were there any anti-Vietnam wrestlers, either making it kayfabe or not, that were like vocal about it?
Bubsy McGraw.
I'm a goof. So the Briscoes they get a kick out of the FBI following him. And eventually they stop following him. And do we have to say this, Jack? Shit, does this mean we gotta protect you now? All we got is some bows and arrows.
And
what Steve says is, what he found funny is, I was basically a jabroni. I was in the middle of the card, trending toward the bottom.
Just where he likes to be.
All these guys always following me was a bit overkill. Then he goes, want to slowly kind of get known. As a wrestler, you get more opportunities with ladies because you're perceived to be something special. And he's listening to stories from other guys, and he's going, you really did that to her? Yikes. And
he's not going to be like Larry Marshall and name names.
No. But then he starts kind of going in on the ladies. Now, where Brett would be like her raven hair draped to her back, and what was the one gal, the big black gal that was calling him?
I just said it like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah. What was he?
Nasty Girl.
Nasty Girl.
Man,
but he goes, look, the girls showing up for him weren't exactly the best looking ones to begin with. He's like, look, maybe I would have been into this whole thing if maybe they weren't weighing close to 300 pounds. They weren't exactly models. You got the sense that they didn't have many options on the dating market. It's like, whoa, Steve.
Like, keep going. I'm going to look something up.
Uh-oh.
Well, he's like, look, they're all the good ones, all the good gals in his mind were lining up for the headliners.
Yeah.
And he's going, look, here is the true allure of wrestling to me. I was being paid to have the time of my life. And so then he's going to Eddie sends him to the Gulf Coast territory. He walks in. He sees a bear sitting on the floor in the locker room. And it turns into a movie where he's like,
Arn worked Gulf Coast.
And he's like, what's with the bear? And they're like, he's working tonight. And it's very much a movie. He goes, this job keeps getting weirder every day. Yeah. So he meets Ricky Gibson.
Yep. Have you ever seen Ricky Gibson?
Well, I have a picture of him here, and he looks more like his dad than Steve does. I'm looking at it. Ricky Gibson looks like Steve's dad.
Yeah, he does, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see Steve and his dad.
If you say, who's the son, I'd say Ricky Gibson's the son.
I don't know. I see Keirn in there.
They got the same mouth, the same pencil-thin mustache.
You're looking at the superficial things.
Yes, I am.
They got the same eyebrow arch, Steve and his dad.
You think?
Yeah, more so than the other guy. I see the eyes. They both have really squinty eyes. You can't deny that.
So does Ricky Gibson.
Nah, his are way wider. Look at them.
I'm trying. I'm looking.
And they're darker too. Like
now, does this look like a man that's been tortured?
He's loving it. I don't know. Maybe he lucked out, and it's like Did you ever read Slaughterhouse-5?
Yes, a long time. Yeah, he's in the zoo.
No, he's in the slaughterhouse, but he. Was like, it was fine being a POW. They treated us pretty well.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. Oh, he's in the human zoo, or
on Mars, on Tralfamadore.
Yeah.
No.
The very first ribs in my career were very simple ones, and here we go. This started me. I was rolling my eyes. This is like Punk going, "What a great ribber." He was like, hey, Ricky Gibson goes, hey, do you feel that on your dash? And then Steve puts his hand on the dash, and he slams his fist on his hand. Gotcha.
Great rib.
Gotcha. And then...
well, it's like that thing as a kid where you'd ask someone if they could fit their paw over their face, and then you'd smash them.
Yeah.
Is that a rib, though?
I guess being a dick.
Yeah. So... Ken Lucas is in the locker room, and he's saying, telling people that I can hypnotize you, lay down on the floor. And the minute he said lay down on the floor, I said, I know exactly what Ken Lucas is about to do. I'm right there with you, Ken. So he's telling people, hey, I can hypnotize you, and I'm going to take the towel off your head, and then you won't be able to, you'll be able to, I've got complete control over you. And they're like, no, you won't. And, so then he puts a towel over their head, and he pulls his trunks down, and he's got his little asshole and dick and balls hanging over their head. And then he takes the towel off and goes, sit up! And they go, I'm not control. And then they go to sit up, and they put their face in his dick and balls. Or as Steve puts it, into the combination of Ken's balls and ass. The combination.
Double meat.
So then he meets Stan Hansen. a big Texan. I like this. Hansen just been cut from the Detroit Wheels of the World Football League. What?
Another failed football player.
And so he's tagging with him. I like that every picture that Steve has submitted is autographed from, I guess, eBay or something. I don't know where he's. But here we go. This is a great story. It is. Stan and Steve are sitting around, and Stan's like, hey, you ever get any color in a match? Steve's like, yeah, in Guatemala, they cut me.
Normal sentences.
But I've never bleeded on my own before. And Stan's like, I ain't gotten color neither. You think we should practice just to try? God. And Steve's like, I don't see why not. So they go and they get some razor blades. They're chipping them up.
See, this is the story that was missing from McFoley's book.
Yeah.
He never really says... I think he says he, bled for the first time, but he never really tells you the details. Or, who teaches you.
Practicing in his dorm room.
Yeah.
He probably didn't want to, because he was always uneasy about, kids saying they, looked up to him or did hardcore because of him, so...
That's true.
So they're sitting in this apartment, and Steve says, "Okay, they say we're supposed to go to the bone for the business." Because that's what he's heard. So then they both just stick the razor blade in their forehead. Doink!
To the bone, brother.
Blood is spurting out, covering their faces. This is an all-time sentence. Steve says, "Cool, we bladed." They're standing there looking at each other, bleeding. Stan says, "You got anything to wipe this off with?" I didn't have anything available to wipe it off. So I was like, "No towels, nothing. You have nothing." He has not. Okay.
So they jump in the pool.
Yep. Let's just jump in the pool of the apartment complex.
During the height of the AIDS crisis, and everyone was like,
I know this is. I don't know if I believe this part of it. They jump in the pool. People are aghast, of course. People are shocked. Stan's coming up from the water. His blood on face. There's blood in the water, and he's going, "Howdy!"
Did he have the tobacco in his mouth?
Yeah, he's spewing. Mom's covering her child's eye. I like that they found Band-Aids, though, because they are bandaged up. So he has that. So I was like, how did you towel off? When they were toweling them off to dry off, they're like, we should have put this on our heads. Oh! So they go in the locker room. They got Band-Aids on their head. And they're like, why did you guys get color? Steve's like, we did it in my apartment. And they're like, okay. And that was it. And then kind of people are kind of giving him shit. But Steve's just all raring to go.
Yeah.
I like that. So he's in the crowd, by the way. He keeps singing Terry Bollea. Every time. Every Tuesday, there is Terry sitting in the seat. And he's watching Billy Graham, which is nodding like he's watching Billy Graham. Billy Graham, for some reason, wants to do a test of strength, and then he makes Steve look stronger, and possibly a theme. Steve says, "I almost crapped my pants right then and there." He's always crapping his britches and shit.
Yeah. I remember some feeling shot down to his butthole.
Yeah, yeah. He's always on the verge of absolutely defecating. He talks about his friends, and inevitably his friends go, "That wrestling is all fake, right?" And he meets Louis Tillet, a short, fat French-Canadian guy, who tells him, "What do you think about moving to Georgia?" And he's like, "I don't know why." Because you are. What it was.
I've never heard of this guy.
Yeah, well, he's going to start working for Jim Barnett. Once the promoter started grooming Youngtown, I was like, that's the choice of words.
Phrase it.
It's May 1974. He's moving to Georgia to work for Jim Barnett. First, he stops off with Don Hole, his uncle Don, and his wife Betty. Uncle Don was an L-1011 pilot with Delta. Larry, anything?
Oh, that's a Lockheed 1011. I've flown that in a simulator before.
There you go.
Similar to a DC-10.
It's very interesting that Steve he likes Eddie. Eddie flies planes. His father figure. He's got his Uncle Don, his dad, fly planes. Then even Ronnie Garvin shows up. He's flying planes, which is very funny because then Ronnie was like, Eddie was always drunk. all these little flight guys in this little area, you know, and Steve's drawn to them. He's got this, dare I say, dad thing that he's like, fly me. Maybe he thinks maybe an SAM missile will crash, and I'll find dad, but the dad's back. And he says this: when you're a young wrestler and you're in a locker room, be interactive and be attentive. Learn to fit in. Not every place is the same. Phil, not every place is the same.
What page are you on?
I'm on 75.
Okay. Oh, I see.
So he goes, Bullet Bob Armstrong. Great example of an old-timer you want to ride with. Mr. Wrestling number 2, Johnny Walker. Although he had a problem with Johnny Walker was wearing his mask the entire road trip. And he's like, this is kind of stupid. If you didn't adapt to the territory you were in, your best option was to get the U-Haul packed and keep on moving. So he meets Jim Barnett. He seemed to kind of like me. But that was purely owed to the fact that Barnett liked all of the young guys.
Mm-hmm.
People had explained to me that Barnett was a homosexual before I got there. It was no secret. So then he's looking around at all the other young guys. Ted DiBiase, Bob Orton Jr., Tommy Rich. It was a smorgasbord of young talent catching Barnett's eye. So then he talks, you know, like you're in a pickle, you know. You want to press this guy. One call, this guy could be like, keep him at a medium level.
We call the board of directors.
Or he's got, you know, this guy's got it. He goes, he's about to find out about the sleazy side of wrestling. Do we leave it there, or do you want to keep going to the sleazy side of wrestling? Which,
I'm good.
Spoilers. Isn't that sleazy? Mostly it's just Terry Garvin trying to touch his prick.
Oh, nice. Okay. I did have... what were we talking about? Rats. I hope this is the clip. I couldn't really preview it. If it's the clip I'm thinking of, it's very funny. If it's not, then it's just going to be something we watch.
Okay.
Okay. ICP on rats.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Our boy, Sean Oliver.
Rats are groupies in the wrestling industry, the music industry. Also
I got with one rat in my life, man. We were at Sturgis. It was Road Wild. You know what I'm saying? Hog Wild. Where all the wrestlers had the in WCW. All the wrestlers had the fucking motorcycles around the ring. That was awesome. We wrestled.
We could get ICP, right?
In the opening match.
They're big deals. What are you talking about?
They could get them. They didn't. They do this.
Maybe.
What a get.
And I went back and I met a girl who didn't want to talk nothing about music. She only wanted to know what's Buff Bagwell like, you know. And she was a total rat, and she didn't give a fuck about music. She was on my jock because I was a wrestler that day, and she was a cute Indian girl, and I tapped those skins.
Did she expect when you disrobed to see something like Buff Bagwell?
She saw nothing like Buff Bagwell. She saw more like adorable Adriana Jonas when I disrobed, okay?
Fucker could work, though.
But she was willing all the same. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a wrestler.
Right, another Buff Bagwell reference to rats. Somehow, I don't even know when this was or where we were at or whatever, but it was a rat.
Good segue.
And I ended up taking it to my hotel room. And ironically enough, in the hotel room next to me was Buff Bagwell with the chick's mom. Straight up. I remember. So I was banging some broad, and Buff Bagwell was in the next room banging her fucking mama. You know what I'm saying? Pretty fucking crazy. I remember
that. That's another belt that needs to be made.
This is not the
man is a multi-champion.
But in no way, shape, or form was there not a wall of another hotel room between the.
This is not the clip I thought it was.
Oh,
clip I'm thinking of. They dog rats talking about like the ugliest groupie is better looking than any rat they ever saw.
Well, it's worth it to see Sean. He's adjusting his blazer. He's like, hey, you.
But I just because it knocked wrestling down so much when guys talk about rats. It's like, here's fucking ICP, and they think these women are not attractive.
Yeah, and Steve's with them. Steve's like,
it's not subjective, but you know what I mean.
It is. Brett's waxing poetic,
Yes. Well, that's a bummer. I can't find it.
Brett's looking out at Stampede going, look at all the beauties. Trying to... we're all in the van getting slurped off. It's cool. I'm making eye contact with all my brothers. In a van. It's normal and it's cool and it's fine.
Hang on, let me see what this clip is. I know it's a Sean clip.
It's Workers Club 50. We're going to bury Sean.
Yeah, let's go back through each book and do a retrospective here. Ben Peller. I miss him.
I know.
Drowning in a pool in Fantasyland.
To live and drink in LA, brother. Larry Nelson, pour one out for you too. Absolute weird coward that's talking every time he meets a woman. He's like, how do I kill your husband?
He liked whiskey and bad Coke.
Yeah.
And then Sean. I'm also looking at Keirn's career here. He didn't really have any fucking motivation. He just kind of hung around Florida and the USWA.
I still stand by that. Sean didn't really ask us what we thought of the book because he knows. He knows. An easy question to ask.
He was trying to be hip, though, but I really don't remember what that first book was about.
He's completely obliterated it from his mind, and it was released in 2019, 2017, something like that. Not that long ago.
Yeah.
Come on, Sean. I wish I could have another pass. Brother, I don't know if that would help.
I'm just waiting for that documentary or miniseries. Okay, yeah. I think I did find the clip here. I don't know why I care about this, but you'll suffer for it. All right.
Twist on this one. What wrestler is most likely to...
An ICP twist on this.
For a fat, sweaty Betty.
All of them. All of them. Those are the only ones that don't are probably like the super stud underwear model guys. You know what I'm saying? Any other wrestler will take whatever the fuck they can get.
Any wrestler from the 90s will take anything they
Word
can get.
Up, man.
We've seen him step to the most worst
shit, man.
Folded fucking...
I've been in the most horrifying fucking scenarios you could think of in hotel rooms with wrestlers, man. Just the worst nightmarish situations with fucking all these fat, hairy, grown men just molesting one nasty chick. Oh, my God. The worst health situations you could think of, man. 10 times worse than any rock situation, a wrestling situation.
Let me tell you something, all right?
I was just talking to Ed, my boy Ash, about this last night. I was just like, think about how much worse rats are than groupies. You know what I'm saying?
Look.
Rats
shout out to Ash.
With like a cast of like 50 guys. You know what I'm saying? They're just all big and sweaty, just run trains on them. You know what I'm saying? At least the groupies only got like 2-3 guys she's fucking with at once.
Look, I hate to say this. I fucking hate to say this because we love wrestling. It's in our blood, okay? But, rats...
Is that Bubba Ray?
Groupies, okay? That's a fact.
What's the difference?
Fucking fine.
Exactly.
A push.
The rats are frumpy and lumpy. There's some hot rats.
Maybe a different time. Like the Four Horsemen in the 80s probably got the pick of the litter. Right?
Oh, absolutely. I guarantee. I don't know about that.
They did, though.
You doubt yourself.
I don't know about that. We're very close to Greg the Hammer Valentine, and he told us some awesome Ric Flair stories.
Right.
So I don't know.
We're very close to
Greg.
Greg. What does that mean? You're invited for dinner?
Oh, look at that. Shots fired at Flair. Took what was left at the bar.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, Rick's like, I've been with a million women. How many were conscious? How many were, what's happening here? If he's trying to stay out all night at the bar and everyone has left and you're like, okay, it's time to go. Who's he left with? The woman washing dishes in the back, Olga? Come home with me, baby.
He's dancing with her. She's got a rag in her hand.
Yeah. It come from her shoulder to her hand. And he's just like, hey, yo. God damn. Rick. Arguing. You know, how many times have you had that conversation? The one where he's arguing with the guy and he's like, you dipshit. How many times have you had that?
Imagine if you lived by wherever. Is Flair, you think, in Florida or in Charlotte?
He's in Florida.
He's in Florida, yeah, because he's always with Hogan. I'm sure if you're local to the sports bars down there, you've seen this.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about, I posted it to there was a TikTok of a guy that's in Tampa, and he was like, yeah, and I went up to the bar with a buddy of mine. He was like, holy shit, Ric Flair's here. And he's like, yeah, he's always fucking here. He's in every fucking bar. And he listed off the bars. These are the bars he goes to. And he's always fucking, takes pictures with the girls. He's always fucking drunk. And it's like, I'm over it. And his friend was like, holy shit. But I mean, that's his routine. That's what he does. And that's why, like, how many times has he been like, all right, Rick, you got to go home? And he's like, fuck you, dipshit. How many times do you have that where you're like, I don't know, maybe I should just, I don't know. What Ric Flair should do?
The thing is, there's no home for Rick to go home to.
That's what I was saying. Somebody needs to exploit Rick and just open up a Ric Flair bar, and then he can just sit there and, like a nursing home. He can sit there, he can be taken care of.
The other Flair thing is he didn't get asked to be interviewed for the Death of WCW Rock documentary. Have you seen that?
Well, he didn't get... is he mad about it?
Oh, very mad, yeah.
Why? He didn't have anything to do with the death of WCW.
He was there the whole time, except for, that year and a half.
I mean...
I don't know. He had another capitalized tweet about it. And then someone was like, you should go on Conrad's show and explain your side of this. And Conrad said, I will never do a podcast with Ric Flair again. He felt the need.
That's his son-in-law. My God. My Lord. Well, I know Dave. We were talking about Dave earlier. Dave is appalled that they didn't ask Brian Alvarez. The Rock didn't reach out to Brian Alvarez to record some. What would Brian Alvarez even do on that show? Like, they were doing the 3 cages. What?
It's been a while since I read that book.
Yeah, it's been.
But
eventually we'll have to read it.
It felt to me like all the stats were Brian, and all the snarky commentaries about work rate were RD.
You think that was it?
Yeah, that's how I read the book.
And also, I mean, we will eventually do this book, but the book is very much just like, can you believe it? And just recounting things and going, whoa, this was bad, right?
Yeah.
It's not a good book. It's good if you're like laughing about it.
They signed Master P. Meanwhile, Dean Malenko was losing to Brian Clark.
Yeah, it is.
It always gets in some smarkiness.
Yeah, on this card.
Benoit
over on the
put
other
on a 5-star match, and all Bischoff wanted to talk about was Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Kevin Nash said this, but then this happened. It's like, yes, it was the opposite. They did a 3.5. Noted.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Ric Flair was Man of the Year, and they never even brought it up.
I was waiting for it.
Or the Goldberg Mark McGuire thing. Dave
goes, I mean, I can't believe they didn't ask. I mean, you wrote the book on it. It's like, yes, the death of WCW. Yes, he did. I was waiting for it. He delivered. You wrote the book on it. By the way, Brian did his typical. I was waiting for Brian to even maybe do like a half-hearted, yeah. No, Brian absolutely silent during the whole rant about, why are they interviewing Eric? I know that they're there, but it's just liars lying about something they lied about already. On and on he went. And of course, I was trying to pick up on, I didn't pick up on it, but Dave was kind of doing like, well, they interviewed me for this thing. and he kind of noted the last dark side thing he was ever interviewed for. And he kind of like, well, they didn't ask me for the territory, and they didn't ask me for this, so just saying. And I was like, oh, it's Dave. Dave was like, well, I'm a historian. Hello. Interview me. Do we think it's going to be good? Dark side?
No.
It's going to be bad, right? It's going to be Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff talking about what's the one guy that everybody points to that's not true? And the Turner thing?
Bill Bush or Bob Dew or Jamie Kellner.
Kellner. Everyone always points at Kellner. Yeah. Yes, Kellner killed it. Yeah, Kellner killed it. I see that all the time on Squares. It was Jamie Kellner. It was Jamie Kellner.
Yeah, it'll be stupid.
Drives me nuts. Is this how we're ending?
I mean, there were kids who were not around for that period who now think they have the story because they've heard Bischoff's version or Russo's version. And it's very concerning.
WCW didn't want, or what was it? What would have been? TNT didn't want, Turner didn't want WCW.
Yeah.
Without the TV time, it wasn't worth.
What's Chris Jericho's line? $2.5 million.
Who knew that?
You should have told me. I would have bought it. I mean, to this day, Dave was going back and forth with people on Twitter about it.
Yeah, that's why I say that, because I've seen those people.
And he's talking about, because they're like, well, yeah, 2.5 million. He's like, they're still, bro, you're watching a TV show that they produced about it. They're still making money off of it, because people were like, well, what else? People were positing to Dave that WCW wasn't worth anything.
Because AEW is not worth anything. Because they've been using that, too, as a, yeah.
Right. He's like, it's happening right now in real time where they're still using the IP to make money. Steve's got his trucker hat on.
I was just going to say.
Regular Steve, not the Steve in this book. I don't know what to do with these people. Can we, Larry, give us like a final good, sincere thought?
I had a Jesse video. It's like my favorite.
It's Workers Club 50. I say we keep going until I'm out of beers.
Okay, I'm going to go for at least 5 more minutes. But
5 more minutes? I was talking about maybe more like 3 more hours.
Okay.
We watched Gus fall asleep.
This is a spoof. Gus is asleep? No, why'd you say
no,
that?
I'm very much here.
I said I want to watch him fall asleep. And that's the episode.
Okay,
we watch him drift off.
This is a Weird Al show style, cut up interview footage of an actual interview, but cut up to be silly.
Okay,
but
I'm ready.
It's stupid enough that it kills me.
Okay,
hang on, getting past the advertisement. Okay, and it's Jesse Ventura related.
Okay. You because he's in the he does say workers. Yeah. Because that's thanks to Gus. Yes.
Yep. Okay, you ready?
I am.
Government's more powerful than God because government allows you to kill when God says you can't. Well,
why are we so crazy?
How could somebody from the private sector who's never come up through...
I want to explain why I like this, because even though it's cut up to make him sound stupid, you still wonder what the fuck was he actually talking about.
Yeah.
Like if you'd actually listen to the show, which I'm sure would also be crazy. But anyways.
The corrupt system be expected to govern. We come from the sea, we come from the air, and we come from the land. Any of the three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John F. Kennedy had enough foresight to realize that wars would be fought by small frogmen. And what happened was Kennedy had enough frogmen underwater. The frogmen felt that the land was theirs. And up until that point in time, frogman could not go past the high water mark. Kennedy took the frogman out of the water and put them on the land with an executive order. Thou shalt not kill. It's simple. Frogman shalt not kill. But yet, you can kill at the behest of frogmen. And if you kill a bunch of people at the behest of frogman, they make you a hero.
Oh.
How can that be? Nobody said thank you. These Iraq guys, they get parades for them. And the Marines were angry, including me, because they felt
the way he sits back when he says including me.
It's goofy.
Just saying.
I have Frogman locked in my hotel right now in the safe. You know, they give you them little safes in the room.
Yeah.
Stress can be caused by Frogman.
So
So I hold Frogman directly responsible for the stress that I had to face.
Wow. Mr. Ventura, I'm a big fan, but
he's going to pay the price.
But hold on a second.
Let's remember they did a huge study in England and found that conspiracy theorists are generally more intelligent.
No. The real issue with conspiracy theories is the absolute
this is good.
Like
pointing at your head.
Chemtrail, flat Earth.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, they might be right. I was a Vietnam vet.
Wow.
Me. You didn't even acknowledge
your
it.
friend is interrupting here. What would you like?
If you're trying to get me to not go to bread school because you don't want to be friends with someone who goes to bread school, I create some of the best sourdough in the United States. Smoke a lot of weed and start making bread.
Iraq didn't have nothing to do with 9/11.
Iraq.
He ain't selling me on that. Horus was an Egyptian god who has the identical same bio as Jesus.
Whoever made this is very good. They did a good job.
What's that?
Whoever made this did a very good job.
It is.
They did a great job.
Whether people know this or not, they didn't have any teeth left. They ground up their own flour.
Rocking back and forth of editing him doing that.
But that seems like a giant error.
It
Like,
was.
That's like a
That's
critical.
what cleaned it off.
I'm got me fired up again. Most people don't know also that the natural yeast, like, what is it? It's crazy.
Do you know something that'll shock you? I've come out of the closet.
You've come out of the closet for what?
I'm the governor of Minnesota.
What? Jesse Ventura for president.
We are going
2020.
down the identical road of 1930s Germany.
Grab me the
I
little.
paid attention to this, but I started eating a ketogenic diet. What do you think about people landing on the moon?
This is the first I've ever heard of it.
Jesse Ventura for president.
I only raised $300,000 to become the governor of Minnesota.
Right. I mean, I think my dog might be able to win governor.
But I don't know how to skate.
We both don't know how to skate. We both like pot.
Marijuana.
This is liquid. It's a spray. You spray it under your
the
tongue.
devil weed that black
this
smoke.
Is liquid too, but it's not as powerful. This one will put you on Ludo. You gotta be very careful with this one. It's legal here.
No, it ain't.
Sure.
Only medical.
I get you a doctor. He'll be here in 5 minutes.
Stick that up your ass.
Well, that's very rude of you.
No, it ain't.
You're a fucking criminal. If you lock someone in a cage because they smoke a plant that makes them happy, you're a fucking
Well,
criminal.
remember, I was a governor.
Yeah.
For 20 frickin' years. And God ain't never said a word to me. And I never dreamed there'd be electric cars.
All right, buddy. Relax.
And I believe in evolution. What's that going to lead to?
Yeah.
On its own, what a weird sentence to say.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'd love to hear the context, but maybe I don't want to hear the context because
I believe in evolution. What's that lead to? Well, you tell me. You're scaring me now.
I thought he was saying that in an ironic way. No, I mean Jesse's pretty liberal in that way. No,
I'm looking at videos. Hunter S. Thompson on chlorophyll.
Oh, great! All right, you can bring one up, but let me finish this.
William Randolph Hearst was a real piece of shit.
You're enjoyable. I live off the grid. And I only pay attention to what I can see. And I watch these Mexican workers, these brown-skinned people, these Mexicans, they're all smoking pot. And I had nothing to do, so I'd go watch it every day. That's how I live down there.
Yeah, I'm a big fan
and
of
I
Mexico.
love the food. I love the people. I don't even know the language.
You don't know Spanish?
Nah.
Why don't you know?
Steve? Luchador.
I've never taken time to bother. You look at any Mexican, smile at him, and say cerveza.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You'll get a smile.
Steve couldn't even
cerveza.
bother
See?
that.
That means beer in Mexican. Now, my claim to fame when I was down
Right,
Mexico,
that's something he said. That means beer in
Yeah.
Mexican.
It just, that
Right?
means
That's
a lot.
not-
You ever had a
took me to the
All right.
to the Corona Brewery. An Iraq war veteran wouldn't lie. You know what I laugh at? When you see someone wearing a helmet and riding a bike with tennis shoes. Let me put it to you this way, and we'll finish
Steve?
with this. When I was governor,
Or
I was a
Steve,
swimmer.
I can swim.
Actually swam in the same pool once with George Washington and Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
I don't like the
Jesse
rummaging.
Ventura for president 2020. Make it happen, folks. 2016 is a wash. We're
The
fucked.
pounding.
Either way, hang in there for
The
4
pounding. The taxes. Yeah.
Jesse Ventura for president.
Jesse Ventura at times is not popular
Why do you talk about yourself in the third person?
because he is a third person.
Jesse Ventura is not you?
No.
Who are you?
I'm Frogman.
It's so much going on.
You're going to get the same government completely because Frogman is a mess. Clear the house out and start over.
He's writing. Here he's doing something. What's he always done? He's doing the thing where, like where you pull out the Hindu squats. He pulls out a playing card.
You're right.
Yeah,
Nope.
he's gonna pull out
We
a.
got nothing more to talk about.
I mean, what in the fuck? Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.
That's oft quoted in the house.
By everybody, see you tomorrow, or is it just Frogman?
Everything. I mean, when it's, April, the taxes. Or the pounding. We'll just say that at random times.
Let me see if I can do this. Okay, let's see. Well, I'll do a couple of Hunter S. Thompson videos. I tried. By the way, there are wrestling ones that came up. Hunter S. Thompson at the NWA Smoky Mountain Wrestling event, Part 3.
What?
Do we want to watch that? Yeah. Some guy.
Not Smoky Mountain. Is that what it says?
That's what he said. That's what it says. This was 9 years ago, and it's a guy impersonating Hunter S. Thompson. Just saying. We'll watch that.
For
Sure,
Smoky
why not?
Mountain?
I don't know what he's doing.
Because I've never heard Cornette talk about this. That's why I'm surprised.
Well,
Unless it was a Rick Rubin idea.
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah. Wait, NWA Smoky Mountain? That must be someone else using the name, no? Okay.
Who is this?
Yeah, I don't know. Looks like
What's
a
going
fan
on?
to me. Some asshole in the crowd.
What does he have in his mouth?
It looks like a shark, like a dry erase marker.
They asked if I would jump in the ring with him. No way. I thought it was like a midget. I can't do that. Wow. It's about to hit the fan, though. It's about to hit the fan. Wow,
Okay,
look at that
enough
guy.
with this.
The NWA wrestling event at Civic Auditorium here in Kingsport. They have these quite often. You ought to come out and check it out. Support your local business here. We can wear us up to the promoter later. Maybe some of the wrestlers too. But hey, thanks for tuning in. This is Hunter S. I'm out. See ya.
Dodgeball. Why? What?
Putting
what
him
was
on
that?
Conan on.
What was that? I mean, that is very good. What was that impersonation? Hey now,
I don't know.
what are we doing? Support your local wrestling. What in the world? Okay, well, Gus, what are you doing? It's very dark and cozy where you're at.
I'm eating some Baby Bill cheeses.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is called Hunter S. Thompson. Why do you do drugs?
I'd like to ask you why you use drugs.
Different drugs for different things. Right now, I think it's in my interest, in ours perhaps, maybe in the interest of the greater good for me to smoke a joint and calm down. It's been demonstrably proven that temper tantrums are not the best way to do interviews, and probably my life will be easier and yours too if I smoke a joint. Now, if I were to sit here in a fit of anger and you saw me eating acid, if I were, I'd leave with all the equipment. That brings it up even worse.
Okay.
Our next guest is one of the most distinctive and performers working today. He's
Yeah.
Now, did anybody else think that Hunter sounded like Dave Meltzer there? How he communicates with people?
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Now, Gus, have you seen Hunter S. Thompson and Conan?
Maybe. I don't know.
Do we show him this? Do you like it, Larry?
What?
I mean, it's a fun clip. Hunter S. Thompson and Conan.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. All right, hold on. How do I do this? What's that? Share screen. Share. I hear that Bella Chi.
Our next guest this evening, Hunter S. Thompson, has cultivated a reputation not only for his erratic behavior, but for producing some of the best writing this century. He's written such classics as Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Hell's Angels, and his new one, which is entitled The Proud Highway, The Fear and Loathing Letters, Volume 1. Now, we wanted to have Mr. Hunter S. Thompson on the show for a long time, but he refused to come to the studio. This is true. The only way he'd agree to appear was if I'd meet him on a farm in upstate New York to shoot guns and drink hard liquor. That's true. And so we 2 days ago, we took a camera crew, and here's what happened. I think they're ready over on the firing range. Should we head over that way?
Yeah.
And the idea is you're going to instruct me in how to blow things to hell.
Well, now we're going to do art.
Art. Let's go right this way, and this will be the final footage of us alive.
What can I get you, sir?
I'll have that huge shotgun over there. Shotgun. A little more, John. Nice. A little more there.
To the brim. Come on.
That's good.
There you go.
Can I have what he has, but in that glass right there, that little one? And do you have a cherry?
Shoot a few things. And loosen this up.
Yeah. I'm going to go throw up.
I would aim just below his eyeglass on the right, slightly.
Bottom right, eh?
Whoa. I'd say that was pretty good.
That's beautiful.
Horrible trigger.
Wow.
Oh, man.
That was good.
Very good. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, I told you I was good.
Not bad, right? That was good advice you gave me. I'm going to come live with you for a month.
I don't know if this is going to be if we can blast it apart.
No, it just seems to just put...
One of the machine guns might cut it in two or something.
Yeah.
Well, then, let's get to it. We need the umbrella, some whiskey, and we need a machine gun.
Certainly. Mr. Thompson, today we have M60s, M16s, and MP5s. Which would you like?
I think we should go with the M60.
You get better contracts subsequently?
Wow. God, there's a lot of weight for a damn M16.
All right. There you go. I finally... Yeah. He's going to get the bear. No, my God. Okay, Hunter and I were shooting at some targets that he chose to make his art. Now we're going to be shooting at some targets that I have more of an interest in. This is Bill Buckner, who helped us lose to the Mets. I'm from Boston. You can understand why I want to shoot at him. And, of course, we have the NBC Peacock here. And the ape, we've strapped a lot of paint cans to him, so this FAO Schwartz ape will really fly apart.
The bear is not going to ever do you any good unless you put something.
We've strapped lots of paint to him. That bear's going to light up like a Christmas tree.
You need something in there that blows up. Now, if you have a propane canister.
Well, we've got a flare that we can shoot at.
Hunter has just requested a propane canister.
You could riddle that bear forever.
That man was holding a machine gun about...
Larry.
Yeah.
I gotta pause it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite guys in the whole world I ever worked with that is so why I like that so much is that we would be at the bar and then he'd be looking for a smoke and be like, and it was like, oh, it brings me so much joy. The guys that have absolutely fried their brain to no return.
15 minutes ago. Let me try this for a bit, and then we're getting the grenade launcher out. Well, I can cut Bill Buckner.
Oh, of course, that's the most replayed. That's the most replayed moment.
Yeah.
Riddle that bear forever.
That man was holding a machine gun about 15 minutes ago. Let me try this for a bit, and then we're getting the grenade launcher out. Well, I can cut Bill Buckner down with this machine gun.
We're going to go in close for that.
These are the strangest conversations I believe I've had in a while.
Whoa. Shot, man. Excellent.
I got to get that bear.
All right,
Go for it.
Hit the bear. Very good. That'll teach that bear.
Thank you. Yeah, you gotta. I like the safety guy just said, "Move your whiskey before you start shooting."
Oh well, win some, lose some.
You dirty animal! Yeah. What's Bill Buckner gonna think when he's watching at home and he sees
nice.
this? You know, if I shoot the NBC logo, there are corporate ramifications. But if you do it, I could say you were a loose cannon. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. That's a new promo for Must See TV. Yeah, if I sight it on that.
On the right shoulder, sort of. Just
yeah.
There, I think you'll hit him
Good.
good. Oh, yeah.
I believe you got him. He's going to go and fire.
All
right. Yo, man.
You can look at this and say war is not horrible.
Hit it! Hit the damn thing!
I mean, what do you think, Gus? Are you a Hunter S. Thompson fan now? Have you seen?
Yeah, I get all of it.
His brain has been fried by drugs, and he's got thoughts on things. He takes things as they are.
Yeah.
Should we just do Hunter S. Thompson books and then end it? We just do his books and it's called it a day.
Oh, we should do one of his books. All these wrestling books, I'm always just like, why can't we do this with a good book?
I know. When is somebody going to do the Hunter S. Thompson book, like a wrestler that's like, yeah, like you were saying, just like, I'm in it and I'm just like, he's high, he's drunk, but he's also poetic somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Brett wanted to do it, but he failed.
Ben Peller wanted to do it.
Ben Peller wanted, yeah, he did.
Tried to do it.
Well, he was also had Bukowski on his mind, so he's like, it's got to get dirty. Which people think that because one, Bukowski wrote like he had like notes from a dirty old man, like that's like he's a dirty old man. But his thing wasn't that he's a dirty old man, but that just he was he's like, yeah, this fat whore, and I.
That's what I was gonna say. We just watched those rap videos. Bukowski would take them all.
Yeah, and he'd be thankful for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Born into this, that documentary, it shows that first woman he lived with, and she didn't have a neck. And then the other one had a beard. Literally.
Okay, this is a man who had boils on his face, and then it turned into him what he was, where he was like, it scarred me heavily. And, I mean, like, look, his writing is definitely somebody that's like, he's like, this guy just wants to be touched and loved. This guy just wants to be loved. And he's down in the muck where nobody else will go because he's got this, I don't want to say hideous, he's fine. He looks like Tom Waits. Burn on Tom Waits. Where, he just, when you're that, I mean, imagine being a kid. Like, he talks about being a kid like that, and his dad's insane. And like that, that's why, you know what? I'm going to tie this all together. That's why Brett is like he is. His dad was insane, right? And so he's like, I'm an artist. Like, that's in him to be like, I have to communicate this stuff out of me. And I'm thinking about Charles Bukowski as a wrestler. Oh, he's bleeding. He's like, messy. I'm getting real messy on this. I wonder if he liked wrestling or if that was just stupid shit. He liked horse racing. I mean, that's stupid, right?
I don't know. I think that's more of an occupation than
Uh-oh. The first thing that comes up is wrestling with Bukowski's problematic treatment of women. But here's a post on Wrestling Classics. Look out. Norman Fell's on here. Anyone here a fan of his writings? He doesn't try to tie him in.
Hold on. I do love that, this is apt. On Workers Club 50, we're about literature. We've read Hunter now. I'm going to go into my bookshelf and grab a random Bukowski. I'm just going to flip to it. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Hold on.
Oh, look at this.
One of my faves, Post Office.
Good. Hang on. So here's a blog post. And it's called Charles Bukowski's poem, Cut While Shaving. So the author writes, to start a poem analysis with a wrestling parlance. When something excites you in pro wrestling, parentheses, whatever that is, something in the match, a surprise return, that's called marking out. You're excited. And that's manifest by cheering or booing, or in my case...
Is this real?
Yeah. Excited and delirious. It's not Bukowski writing, but it's someone reviewing Bukowski poem by comparing it to wrestling.
Okay.
That excitement is as such that it simply bubbles out as giggles. I don't know what to tell you. And that, my friends, is the reaction I gave to the latest dive into the Charles Bukowski poem, Cut While Shaving. So he marked out for this. You want me to read it?
Yeah, do it.
It's never quite right, he said, the way people look, the way the music sounds, the way the words are written. It's never quite right, he said, all the things we are taught, all the loves we chase, all the deaths we die, all the lives we live. They are never quite right. They are hardly close to right. These lives we live, one after the other, piled there as history. The waste of the species, the crushing of the light in the way. It's not quite right. It's hardly right at all, he said. Don't I know it? I answered. I walked away from the mirror. It was morning. It was afternoon. It was night. Nothing changed. It was locked in place. Something flashed. Something broke. Something remained. I walked down the stairway and into it. I mean, it was pretty good.
Bukowski's, look, even if you're like, that's shit, but what the thing about him is he got there first. You know what I mean? Like, he has that loner, shitty, down in the dirt locked down. That's why a million young, angry men read him and go, "That's me."
Mm-hmm.
He was there first. All right, here we go. Post up. Which, by the way, Gus.
Yeah.
This guy writing about working at the post office is so fucking good.
I don't have any in here.
Do you have a factotum? You don't have any? You got the
My Bukowski room's in the back.
Oh boy,
that's a different section.
Here you go. Here's classic Bukowski. I like too that he does like parts, but then he's like two, but then there's chapters within it. So you're like, what is this? So this is chapter 4 of part 4. By the way, Bukowski, this is why you weren't getting published. This kind of shit. Chapter 4 of part 4. I didn't answer. I took her by the arm and let her back in. Thank God you saved my life, she said. Her flank bumped up against me. It's all right. My name's Hank. I'm Mary Lou, she said. Mary Lou, I said. I love you. She laughed. Wait, I don't know who this is. This is him. By the way, you don't hide behind pillars at the Opera House, do you? I don't hide behind anything, she said, sticking her breasts out. Want another drink? Sure, but he won't serve me. There's more than one bar at this track, Mary Lou. Let's take a run upstairs and keep quiet. Stand back and I'll bring your drink to you. What are you drinking? Anything, she said. Scotch and water, do? Sure. We drank the rest of the card. She brought me luck. I hit 2 of the last 3. I would say, did you bring a car? Or wait, no. Did you bring a car? I asked her. Came with some damn fool. Forget him. If you can, I can. Yep, and then, he just keeps going. I think this woman leaves him.
Now, see, I'm going to come back to wrestling, shockingly.
Yeah.
Conrad's now vanity searching his name, and a popular account posted the thing about Flair's heart attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
And had a little commentary about Conrad's. It was Conrad's quotes about how good of shape Rick was in beforehand.
Yeah.
So Conrad said, "You believe this story, so I don't know, is he trying to say Flair's lying about it?"
Yeah, that's the thing again, where it's like
Conrad's at odds with Rick. They're feuding. You think Megan's shut Rick out of her life?
The dude said he passed. The heart doctor was like, "You've had a heart attack." And according to him, and he was like, "Why?" That story
but
seems
Rick
true.
also said he was in the best shape since he was 20 years old, so he lied in the very same story.
But we also watched that match, and
That's
he
true.
was prone for many minutes throughout the match.
Yeah, he was a corpse.
Where people were just working around him, like, well, I guess he.
Like the time Paul Orndorff fucked his neck up in WCW and they kept wrestling.
Let's think also, I think about is that Paul Levesque wants to push Karrion Kross to varying degrees, and watching his match on that show, and it was like, bro, you look like you're moving through quicksand, like so slow, so boring. That's the Moneyball thing. He's like, hot wife, got to be something there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like this here. I'm going to share this. I don't know what it is. I've never seen it before in my life. Maybe we ended on this.
I thought you were doing
here.
a Bill O'Reilly there.
What's Bill O'Reilly?
I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before. That's how he starts that, right?
That's me and my whole life. That's me. How dare he? It's called Why Are Writers Boring?
No. In fact, I almost feel good at the approach of death.
Why? You have a nice wife.
All that's okay. See, as you live many years, things take on a repeat.
He's talking like he's 100 years old.
Are you ended?
No, it's okay.
Things take on a repeat. You understand? You keep seeing the same thing over and over again. The same substance, the same action, the same reaction. So you get a little bit tired of life. So as death comes, you almost say, okay, baby, it's time. It's good. So I have very little fear of death. In fact, I almost welcome it.
Did you ever read Malcolm Lowry's Under the Volcano?
Yeah, I did, and I yawned myself to shit. Why? Because, like any other writer, there's no pace, there's no quickness in his lines. There's no life, there's no sunlight. When you write, your words must go like this. Bim, 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 bim. Each line must be full of a delicious little juice, flavor. They must be full of power. They must make you like to turn a page. Bim, bim, bim. What these guys do, they say, well, in blah, 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 da, 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 there was a porch chair.
Like just cutting just every writer say ba 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 da, da, da. It should be on our podcast. They're just ba 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 da da da. You know what I'm talking
You would
about,
hate
right?
Brett's book.
Yeah, da, da,
But he'd
ba.
like Foley's.
Well, there's got to be some juice.
We're walking around. You see, they're too leisurely. They're setting up the scene for the grand emotion. And when they get to the grand emotion, there isn't any. This is a different age. It's the atomic age. Each line must have its own power, its own feeling, its own juice, its own flavor. Writing must never be boring. It must not bore the reader, the writer. It must not bore anybody. You have to have juice in each line, don't you see? You don't believe me. But I'm
Brian,
trying to
are you
tell
listening?
I get so... Writers put me to sleep. They always did. They always will. Each line must be an entity unto itself. But must carry its own, like a voltage juice. You can't say, Mrs. McGillicuddy was sitting in her chair. It was 3:30 p.m. on a southern morning in Georgia. Mr. McGillicuddy was... This is all... It's already dead, you see. You must say. The thing.
But he died from alcohol. You're not afraid of...
Oh, you think you're Faulkner?
No.
He was one of the worst practitioners.
Of course, but now I'm talking about Lowry. He died from alcohol.
Lowry, oh yeah. Well, it's nice to die of alcoholism. It's very glorious. But if you write dull shit, it doesn't do any good what you die from. You see? Alcohol is not a great thing. Because you die from alcohol doesn't mean you're any good. You got to leave some words behind.
Oh, baby, tell that to my teenager self.
Great. He's not even a professional drunk. When I really have a big drunk, I put my head on the side of the mattress and let it like this. So if I vomit, it's just going to go to the floor. This man's not even a fucking professional drunk. Besides that, it's bad, dull writing. Next question. For Christ's sake, do you have another question?
Who is he saying that about?
God, who was it? Faulkner? It wasn't Faulkner. It was
Lowry.
Leave some words behind.
Lowry, yeah,
Okay,
Lowry.
okay. I can never get through Under the Volcano either, so I'm with him. Well, all right. To close us out, I want to play him beating up his wife.
I was gonna say, let me read you a piece of Bukowski right now. Now, don't tell me, Gus, is this role? And when you fall behind on production, that means that somebody else is going to stick your mail for you. That means overtime. You mean I'm responsible for those 3.5 hours overtime they call almost every night? Look, you took 28 minutes on a 23-minute tray. That's all there is to it. You know better. Each tray is 2 feet long. Some trays have 3, even 4 times as many letters than others. The clerks grab what they call the fat trays. I don't bother. Somebody has to stick with the tough mail. Yet all you guys know is that each tray is 2 feet long and that it must be stuck in 23 minutes. But we're not sticking trays in those cases. We're sticking letters. No. This thing has been time tested. Maybe it has. I doubt it. But if you're going to time a man, don't judge him on one tray. Even Babe Ruth struck out now and then. Judge a man on 10 trays or a night's work. You guys just use this thing to hang anybody who gets in your craw. It's got to have juice. I'm being facetious. That's him getting into the weeds about the post. It's
okay. I don't mind it.
It's good in context.
It's
It
not
works because
fucking
he's
Moby Dick. It's not 150 pages.
God, what is?
All
My
right.
favorite book. Yes, do it.
Why are you so offended by me doing something else?
Because I live with a woman or she lives with me. She doesn't live with other people.
I do live with other people, and I'm going to for the rest of my life.
I know I'm going to turn you over to them. Don't you see?
No.
Like shit! You fucking punk! You think you walk out on me every fucking night? You fucking whore! You bitch! Who do you think I am? I'm gonna do this, live with other people. You fucking shit!
I don't know what that is, but
Well, hold on.
I'm gonna take the good with the bad. I separate the art from the artist.
You are a classic guy. You are that guy. Let's just now it's weirdly turning into this. We're just sharing screens of this. Hold on, here we go. Gus, you like this? Gus, it's just.
Oh, come on.
What you said. The worst thing now and then, as I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah, remember that? Yeah, I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You have.
Not at all.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good.
You don't think it's bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. Yeah.
What would merit it?
Well, if you have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this, they can't leave it alone. They don't want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again and get
So
into
bad.
a really provocative situation. Then
A provocative situation.
I think it's absolutely right.
Okay, that was the goofy one. That was the goofy one. You like that, Gus? Sean Connery?
I don't think it's good.
You know, the last word. They
it was
got
a better
always
generation.
Yes, as Tom Brokaw wrote about it, was the best generation. And then you find yourself when your woman's trying to have the last word, and you find yourself in a provocative situation.
You won't leave it alone.
Yeah, she just won't leave it alone. And you're kicking her off the couch. Lord Almighty. So now Gus is going to start reading Bukowski. He's already loading up his Amazon cart with the ham on rye, where his dad's measuring the lawn.
Can I read from Junkie then?
Yes, let's do it.
One of the first books I really fell in love with. I'm not going to, but
no,
I'm just looking at whatever's the closest on the shelf behind me. It's the Burrow section.
I'm William S. Burrow. That's one of my favorite MST3K lines. I'm William S. Burrow. They're looking at skeletons.
All right, we're done.
Oh, I thought you were flipping to a page.
No, fuck that. It's not poetic. It doesn't read well.
Hold on, let me Google something real quick. Pro wrestling. Tom Waits. I don't care about that. Paradise Alley. Who gives a shit? I got nothing.
How good is
Tom
that
Waits really.
season 6 intro of The Sopranos? Over the William S. Burroughs spoken word.
You have to refresh. Let me look
You
it up
should
real
just bring that. It's not going to ruin anything for Gus.
Season 6. If you type in seasons, oh my key is broken.
I got it.
Seasons. Oh, you got it. Okay. It's gonna make Gus want to. Gus is like gone comatose from us.
The ancient Egyptians postulated 7 souls. Top soul, the first to leave at the moment of death, is Ren, the
Yes.
soul's name. This corresponds to my director. He directs the
Rolling
film of your
Stones
life
tattoo.
from conception to death. The secret name is the title of your film. When you die, that's where Ren came in.
Give me some bacala eyes.
Second soul and second one off the sinking ship is second. Energy, power, light. The director gives the orders. Second presses the right button.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 is Cool, the guardian angel. He, she, or it is
Yeah, sure.
Number 4 is Ba, the heart, often treacherous. Number 5 is Ka, the double. The Ka, which usually reaches adolescence at the time of bodily death, is the only reliable guide through the land of the dead.
Who's going to live here?
I'll cut it off there. That'll.
I mean, do you want to watch Sopranos now, Gus?
Yeah.
Seeing that?
That's not the best primer.
Baby breastfeeding, a guy being like, I'm thin now.
Yeah, Gene Pontecorvo's storyline was kind of weird, kind of out of left field. We never fucking barely heard a word from him before that episode.
It's just to be like, this is the light. Like, this is dark. This is bad. No spoilers. Who knows? It could be anybody. The baby is Gene, by the way. Don't worry about it.
The baby?
Yeah, I'm just trying for Gus. Like, the baby's Gene. Don't worry about it. I'm just
going to bed.
Okay, yeah,
God
we're done.
damn it. Is this how it's... No.
Gus is fading. I gotta go to bed, too.
Good night.
Okay, bye. Good night.
It's Wilson again. That was fun. I bet it was the best episode ever. You know what you can do to help the workers out? Rate, review, all that good stuff on whatever app you're listening to. Tell us how much you love us. If you want to contact us, it's theworkersclubshow@gmail.com. We got a YouTube, The Workers Club Podcast, a Blue Sky, theworkersclub.org, and we have a Discord where the invite link is left in various places. I'm sure you can find it. That's it. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Bye.
Smile and love each other.